morning, everybody. Here we are. It is Friday. It is September the 26th, 2025, and we're coming at you.
Yeah.
That's right.
Finally.
Finally Friday, huh? It was a quick week.
It was.
Got a weekend full of activities. I know Moon's going to be in Vegas, right?
Yeah, Vegas again, dude. I'm loving it out there.
You gonna take a robo taxi while you're out there? You
Yes.
gonna try it out?
Yeah, I was actually trying to figure out how to do that, so it makes it easier. And yeah, they are all over the place. I saw one when I was there last time, and I thought, oh man, I should ask.
Is it Waymo?
You know, I don't know. No, because the Waymo cars are like sedans. Are they doing the robotaxi? I thought it was a separate company.
I have no idea.
I think they are the only ones with the technology that's killing it, so maybe it is.
I think you could order one through the Uber app.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? The Waymo cars are like sedans. They look like Impalas or whatever. The robotaxis they almost look like
They look like the Google mapping cars.
Yes.
Because they got like cameras mounted all over them. It's very strange.
Yeah, I mean they're as close to Demolition Man as I've seen so far. You've seen that movie, right?
Yeah, of course.
Classic, best movie of the '90s.
But Waymo is in Vegas.
Yeah,
Waymo is in Vegas.
Yeah.
So they must be doing the robos. I saw one of them pass me on the strip the other day, 2 weeks ago, and I thought, I'm going to ask the show because I got a feeling I'm the only one that would give this a go in this room.
What, a
The
robo
robo-taxi.
taxi? I think I would try it.
You think you would?
I think I would try it.
I almost took one in Austin when I was down.
Yeah, when I was in Austin, if we had to go somewhere, I was going to try to get one. Because my buddy Menace took one. He took a video from inside. He goes, it was one of the coolest experiences.
Yeah, it's kind of neat and don't cost you anything extra.
Would I take one on the highway? I don't know. That's the question.
At what speed?
It's one thing if it's like side streets.
Yeah.
At
You
what
know,
speed?
if you're in Vegas on the strip, you're not going that fast anyway.
Yeah, right. If you're in an Uber in Vegas, you're going quick. They are flying.
If you're on
They
the
are just-
side streets of Austin,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if one of them just opened the door automatically and said, roll, go,
Get out.
see ya.
we're not stopping.
I got spheres to be at.
We ain't stopping.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to take a...
Yeah, do a video from inside.
Do they have slot machines in those?
They should.
Yeah.
Because I'm there with Greek Fire this week. When I was there with Goldfinger, all the rides are like set up, so I don't
Yeah.
I don't get to choose.
You're on your own.
For Greek Fire, I'm more on my own, so I'm like, I'm going to seek out a robo. I'll be taking robo taxis everywhere. If
You
I
gonna go
can.
try to do the Wizard of Oz
I know, I don't have time.
at the Sphere?
No, it's work.
I don't know if in Crap-On you have who's vying to be in the Sphere. Did you have that story?
No.
Queen.
Oh,
I know
I did see that, yeah.
Brian May really wants to put Queen in the Sphere.
Man, I cannot imagine any modern day musician going there and seeing the show and not being like, I want to do this. I want
Yeah, I
to be a
think
part
Brian
of this.
May from Queen went and saw something there, and he
Had
goes,
to.
I want to put Queen in there.
Had to have. It is phenomenal. It makes you happy to be alive. I know that sounds cheesy and whatever, but when you go in, you go, man, it's a cool time to be alive. This technology for my entertainment
Is it?
at a measly $400.
Has anybody seen Queen with, is it Adam Lambert, the American Idol guy singing?
I've
No,
never
I
seen
haven't
it.
seen it. I've seen it on the television.
Well, I've seen it on the TV too. But has anybody seen it live?
Those are.
Is that who's still with him?
I think
I
so.
think so.
And he's been with them for years.
And he's great.
Yeah.
But I honestly don't really have any desire to see it.
I don't either. And that's not a
And
knock
it's-
on him.
No, it's not. It's just, there's no Freddie Mercury. I don't really,
Yeah.
I'm really not into it.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed to say it too because I feel like half of me, the angel on my shoulder, is like, "What's wrong with you? You would
I
love
feel
this.
I'm
you
conflicted
should
as well.
Yeah, you should want this." And then the other side says, "I don't even know why I don't want this. I don't even know. I
'Cause
couldn't even
it's
explain
not-
it."
Because it's not Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, Adam Lambert has nice teeth.
Like I'm sure it's great. The man is a phenomenal singer.
Yeah, I don't know.
And he kills it, and he sounds great, but he's not the guy that I want to see with Queen. That man is dead.
Yeah, but he also kind of looks like a magician. Where Freddie Mercury looked like a rock star, Adam Lambert looks like
It's not even that. It's just I'm just
Maybe I'm thinking about it. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I could rev myself up into being excited.
if
about
I was
that.
given free tickets.
If it was the Sphere, and I got to see Brian May play that guitar,
I'm sure.
in the Sphere.
Yes.
Now,
I would
now
go.
that you're kicking it around, within 5 minutes. I've now convinced myself I do want to see Queen with Adam Lambert at the Sphere.
At the Sphere. All right, so you're going to try Robo-Taxi this weekend. And I know you are the only one in this room that's got one of those smart fridges, right? And you love yours.
I absolutely love it.
It's a Samsung?
Yeah.
You hear what they're doing now?
No, please don't tell me. This isn't something.
What is okay, so Moon's got one of these smart fridges.
Yes.
Is it listening to our
That's
private
got the
conversation?
the big screen in the front, and you know, you could put your grocery lists, and I'm sure, can you see what's inside the fridge without opening the fridge?
Yes, and I can see it on my app too. Although past the second week of owning it, do you use any of those things? Absolutely not. But I will say,
it's cool. And you can put photos on there, right? Oh, you can put the family photos.
We do
a calendar.
It is a bulletin.
Calendar.
It is a bulletin board for us.
Sure.
So like, we got football Thursday, or cheerleading on this day. Like those notes are up there. Happy birthday, Mallory. Those kind of things. Mine has a ghost inside, but it's a friendly ghost. The fridge will, at random times, put on the Bob Ross channel on the screen. So you'll walk past, and he's just painting a happy tree. And it's kind of cool.
You know what they call it, by the way? The Family Hub.
Right, yeah.
So it's called the Family Hub.
Yeah.
It's a Samsung smart fridge, the ones with the giant touch screens on the door, called the Family Hub. Well, get ready, Moon, because maybe next time you go grab a snack, your fridge might want to try to sell you something.
Fantastic.
Samsung's rolling out a software update in the U.S. that will start putting ads directly onto the screens.
I hope it doesn't
on the fridge.
Where you can't open the door till the ad is done, and then you can open the door.
No
Skip.
grapes until you hear about Charmin.
Man, this is great.
You knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
Are you okay with that? Now, Samsung's trying to spin it as a good thing, of course. They're calling it a pilot program that's meant to, and I'm quoting them directly here, strengthen the value of owning one of their smart fridges.
Well, the good news is, I bet your fridge will be probably like $5 now to buy a new one, right? They're going to make it really cheap.
I don't know how exactly promotions and curated advertisements add value. I don't know, but that's their official line.
Well, typically you get ads on a medium that is otherwise providing something free. It's content.
You paid for the fridge.
I know. That's why I'm trying to figure out the trade here for the consumer. How are they going to spin it as what am I getting?
It's got to
directly quote, strengthen the value of owning one of their smart fridges. And what makes it even more interesting is that just a couple months ago, back in April, Samsung insisted to reporters it has no plans to do this. So that's in your fridge right now.
Yeah, there's
you are looking inside your fridge
kombucha
right now.
to creamers. Here's a tea.
There's a camera inside your fridge?
There's multiple cameras, yeah. And
when
when you put in something, it detects it and then says like, "Oh, cool, we got a thing of strawberries here. We got a thing of whatever." So I can check on this.
So it's going to scan
list.
all of your food habits and advertise
Yeah,
groceries
100%.
to you.
Remind you.
It knows what's in there and what's not.
Oh, man.
Blueberries are running low. Have you tried Driscoll blueberries?
Yeah, that's
A better blueberry? It
Blueberries
is
from Brazil.
literally going to scan your fridge and see what you buy, and then
curate ads.
Curate ads from competitors trying to get you to switch orange juice brands or trying to give you coupons for cheaper raasberries.
Whoa.
This sounds like it's smart.
Yeah, here's my shopping list. There's like a shopping list on it too.
And will it curate a shopping list for you?
Okay, look. So look. AI vision inside. You see this? These are pictures of my hand putting in chicken, the fruit. There's the pickles. You see that? So they boop boop. It knows exactly what's in there.
And again, I just said, like, back in April, Samsung was like, no, man, we got no plans to do this. It's funny how quickly plans can change. So how's it going to work? When the screen on your fridge is idle, it's going to start displaying ads on its cover screen. There are a couple ways to avoid them, though. Samsung says if you have your screen set to art mode, or if it's displaying a picture album, the ads won't show up.
Darn it.
Yeah,
You can also dismiss a specific ad when you see it, which means you won't see that particular ad again during its campaign.
I hope in the middle of the night it reminds you to check your fire alarm. So it just has that beautiful noise over and over again. Yeah.
Ours has a picture of radio giving a sassy look, and then the bulletin. I mean, you can customize it. It's just like a phone background, and then ours has the weather for the day and for the week, has the little note for the family, it has radio looking at us funny.
as you could probably guess, when this news first leaked out, people were not exactly thrilled. But honestly, should we be surprised? Because Samsung, the company, has been on a screens everywhere mission for quite a while now. And they were the company that started putting ads on their smart TVs about a decade ago. It seems like it was only a matter of time before they came for the kitchen. So welcome to the future, guys, where even the fridge has ad breaks. This is another step towards demolition, man.
This is really good.
I agree, but here's my thinking. This was one of my steps, because you know me. I'm pretty, anti-surveillance. I'm anti all that kind of stuff.
Now you got cameras in your fridge.
Well, so it was an intentional step. I was like, well, we need a fridge. And there's a couple different options. And I started looking at it, and you look at the smart fridges, and then you look at the old Frigidairs or whatever, whoever's making the dumb fridges. And you're like, well, okay, the price difference is, it's, moderate. But you get a couple of these different amenities, and how many years is it going to be before they're all like this? So unless I plan on being the one guy who changes and stops the progress in technology and this kind of stuff,
ahead of the curve.
Wow.
then I may as well just join them. If you can't beat them, join them.
Yep. This is where you save up a couple extra dollars, you buy the Smeg, and you just feel good about yourself.
Well, I just don't want to be my dad, who is like, still driving a truck with roller windows because he's like, God dang, electric windows is just another thing to break. This man is
Does your dad know
suffering.
you have one of these fridges?
He doesn't care about anything anymore. He's to the point. Where like he doesn't care what I do. He doesn't care about anybody.
He's got
except
no opinion?
He's just like, just leave me be with
No
my
opinion.
cable that I pay $300 for, and
Well,
it works. He's in that mode.
Just when you see the first, by the way, yeah, good point, 618. No bueno for Jeffrey Dahmer. Smart fridge, with the cameras inside the fridge. You're right, 618.
One human foot.
Yeah, you should try this nightclub.
It's gonna tattle.
It's
like
my hand putting the foot
See,
or frozen head in the freezer.
Yeah.
What? That's terrible.
My fridge can't tattle on anything. There's nothing going on in the kitchen. I don't know, man.
You let me know when the first ad comes up.
I will. You can't beat them, join them. But you said if it's on art mode, maybe that's why.
Maybe you won't,
That's
yeah.
why Bob Ross is popping up all
Maybe.
the time. I checked some box.
Got a couple stories here from my Friday leftover stories that I haven't gotten to this week. This is a newer story, but it's local, and it made me laugh. Like, I shouldn't be laughing at this because it's bad, but this is like okay, we live in St. Louis. Headline: Can't get through to the courthouse, blame copper thieves. So if you've been trying to call one of the main courthouses downtown, you probably had no luck. It turns out the phones at the Clyde S. Cahill Courthouse have been down for almost a week, and the reason is something you might not expect. So the phone lines went dead last Thursday. So last Thursday, a week, September 18th. At first, nobody knew why. But then on Monday, they figured out the problem. Copper thieves had cut the phone lines buried under the streets and just took the copper.
Gosh.
Under the streets.
Yeah.
Under the streets.
How do you get under the
They
streets?
cut,
Under the
they
streets.
cut the phone lines buried right under the streets downtown. I don't know.
Are they down there with the Ninja Turtles?
I don't know. And this is not just a one-time thing.
Oh, this isn't.
It's become a huge headache for the entire area. Police and telecom companies like AT&T, they're constantly dealing with this. And in recent months, these thefts have caused major disruptions, including temporarily knocking out 911 service in Lima and cutting off Wi-Fi for a whole neighborhood.
It's amazing. And copper, obviously it's valuable, but it takes a lot to
it's
make
not
anything
that valuable.
You have like a truck full, you're gonna get about $80.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of effort. And every time I hear about this kind of stuff, people getting them on tops of churches and all this kind of stuff and robbing from churches, you're just like, dude, that's a lot of effort. If you're willing to do something for something, why don't we work for it? Because I got a feeling you could make more if you put effort elsewhere.
These are.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Copper per pound is between $2.50 and $4.50.
$100?
$2.50
Yeah.
to $4.50.
I mean, it takes a lot to make money with it.
Yeah.
Because it's
But
light,
it's
too.
also, this is a crackhead industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. this is something your neighbor
This
would be doing.
isn't people looking to join the workforce. These are the alley sweepers out there that are like, man, we are running out. We need something. We need a quick $80. We'll jack a Sawzall from a work site and get to work. Either catalytic converters, your air conditioner, copper piping.
Yeah, but copper's $250 to $450.
But that's why they're so industrious. It does take a lot of work. But it's like,
dude, you got a skill.
I know.
We could put that to use.
I know.
It's got to be like somebody start a company in a giant warehouse.
Crackheads only.
Crackheads only, and you
Crackhead
only you only hire crackheads, and you got them. Sawing something or putting boxes together. It's just like there's something that's just a man hour. It's just a manpower sort of job. Now, you're gonna have to hire some security, make sure your boxes aren't flying out the door. But it seems like a win-win for everybody.
But for something like this, you'd have to have spools of this stuff.
Yeah, this is where you go to scrap yards and you hire all the crackheads. You put them at the scrap yard, tell them to go and separate all the metals from everything.
Just send them out like zombies.
They would. And I'm not even being disparaging. I'm telling you, like,
I'm not either. I'm trying to give people.
They're going to do it anyway. Like, why not make it a productive endeavor for the society instead of just being a pain in the ass when you wake up and your entire central air unit has been cut off?
Well, every once in a while, you'll hear a story of somebody getting electrocuted because they went to those, substations. They, broke through a chain link fence.
Yeah.
And try to take the copper wire out of
a live wire.
My aunt lost her entire central air conditioning unit. Something just came.
Oh, we had that too when we lived in South City.
Took it and she went down to the local scrapyard. They're like, yeah, a guy came in with it, broke it down for pressure, made I don't even know what he made.
Oh, we had
$60.
our AC unit.
Yeah.
It was leaking and we had a guy come over. He goes, man, all the copper's out of here.
How did that
25
happen?
cents worth of copper. 25 cents.
But those are cheap to replace.
No, it was not.
They took the whole thing. It was just a concrete pad outside her house.
Well, the problem is so widespread that between June and December last year, there were almost 6,000 reports of copper wire theft, and it's gotten so bad that AT&T is offering a $20,000 reward for info that helps catch and convict the thieves.
Whoa.
Dang. What is it in it's not copper in catalytic converters, right?
It's
uranium or plutonium or
something. It's palladium.
Palladium.
I thought it was
platinum.
Is it platinum?
Yeah.
It's like a.
That's worth a lot.
But how much are you getting?
Hills.
How much are you getting for a catalytic converter?
I actually think that is a pretty good turnaround.
Yeah, I think so.
I think the platinum, like when you melt it down and weigh it up.
All right, so
it's over $1,000
a typical catalytic converter contains
bad.
approximately 3 to 7 grams of platinum.
Okay.
So how much is platinum per gram?
Let's see. 5 grams of platinum is about $5,800. Holy crap!
5,800?
That's what it says, man. $1,900 per ounce.
So the current price for 1 gram of platinum fluctuates by the second, but it's approximately $48 to $50 per gram.
It just says, I don't know, man. The Googies says the value of 5 grams of platinum can be calculated using the current spot price of platinum. As the latest information, I don't know what spot price means. Spot price of platinum is approximately $1,900 per ounce.
If you lowball it, say if there's 5 grams in there, it's $50 a gram. That's $250 a converter. Like that's a good
haul for a crackhead.
That's a good turnaround.
Oh, you're right. Right here it says U.S. dollar.
Spend 5 minutes under somebody's car.
5 grams, $237.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A quick little zzz,
Bip, bap, boop.
Gone, and they could saw those things off and
they go down a street.
A minute.
This must be a better platinum I'm looking at.
You must be looking at the nice stuff.
2 catalytic converters is a pretty big Friday night for them.
That'll get you through a weekend.
Oh, yeah, I'll get you the whole weekend, for sure.
That'll get you through the weekend. So as for the courthouse, they're hoping to have the phones back up and running in the next couple of weeks.
Yikes.
In the meantime, if you need to get in touch, you could leave a voicemail. A court spokesperson said the staff are checking messages and will call people back. The other courthouses, the Carnahan and juvenile court buildings, were not affected, but the courthouse downtown, copper thieves. Hey, speaking of precious metals and stones, another diamond was found at the Crater of Diamond State Park in Arkansas.
I've seen that, man. That's pretty cool. I got to do that. I got to take family
Yeah.
down there.
So this an Oklahoma family decided to take a trip down to Arkansas to celebrate a kid's birthday. Renee Madison and her family were visiting while they were in Arkansas. They're like, oh, let's try our luck at this Crater Diamonds. This is one of those cool places you can actually keep what you find. So they did what any aspiring treasure hunter would do. They went to a dollar store, bought some beach digging tools and little sifters, and went to work. After sifting through a couple buckets of dirt, spotted something shiny and unusual. It was a 2.79 carat brown diamond.
Holy crap.
It's a couple $1,000. You're not going to retire on it, but that's pretty freaking
minus
cool.
the $4 you spent at the dollar store. So
It's a couple catalytic converters.
2.79 carat brown diamond.
that is cool as heck.
So that's pretty cool.
All right, so
The third biggest diamond found in the park so far this year.
so your kid finds one of them things. Do you give him all the money?
If he finds it,
Yeah. Let's say your kid is 12, and the 12-year-old finds it.
well, I'll back out the price of gas, getting him down there.
Yeah.
And if we spent any time in a hotel, I'll back those prices out.
You're
And how
paying
much
for
does
the
it cost to
hotel?
have you in an event like
Right.
this? Yeah.
So, no, I'm not going to keep the whole thing.
The whole thing right away.
Yeah, it's nice.
You give a 12-year-old
Yeah.
$3,000.
Yeah, put it in a bank account.
But Dad, I don't want it in a bank account. Just give it to me cash. You gonna do it?
Get cash to like a 12-year-old?
Yeah, I found the diamond.
$3,000 in cash?
I found the diamond, Dad.
No, he's not getting cash.
What in the world, man? It's my diamond. Give me the diamond back.
No, you don't own anything. You are underage, and I'm in charge of stuff.
Okay. I knew if we worked this out a little bit.
Like, I'll put it in an account for you. We could deal with it that way. Rafe, you sent me the story about this one guy that won the lotto.
Yeah. This is awesome.
This story, this guy. Now, can you imagine winning the lottery and not just winning, but winning an amount that back in 2002 was worth over $15.5 million? Okay, this is what happened. So you said give $3,000 to a 12-year-old. How about giving $15.5 million to a 19-year-old?
Wow.
What does that look like?
That's a lot of money.
What does that look like?
Genius.
What happens there?
I'm sure he thought of going to investors and
19 years old, you now have, boom, somebody just gives you $15.5 million. 19, your brain is not fully functioned. You are probably at your height, the peak of being stupid. I would say that, right? Between 19 and...
Yeah, biologically.
19 and 22, it's probably peak stupidity.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're like...
You're
big and capable of everything, and you haven't thought
Your
of
parents have
anything.
no say anymore. Like, you are emancipated. You are on your own.
Yeah, it's no longer childlike. It is childlike, but you think you're not. You think you're grown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little do you know that every single thing is a lesson. You just don't know it yet. Every experience you have is a new lesson.
Man, 19 years old, I was dumb.
oh man.
I took dumb risks. I did dumb things. I mean, it was I ran the gamut of stupidity. So now you give a 19-year-old $15.5 million. Believe it or not, did not go well for this.
Oh,
What?
no.
Well, for a while it did.
For a while,
it
did.
went real well.
Yeah, he was a.
Too well.
This is a British dude, and I like they call garbage men binman.
He was a binman.
He was a binman. Michael Carroll. Believe it or not, he won the $15.5 million from the very first lottery ticket he ever bought, which cost him about $1.50. And you'd think a fortune like that would last a lifetime. And at first, it seemed like he was trying to be smart about it. He was incredibly generous, giving what would be $1.5 million each to his mom and his aunt and his sister. Okay, that's nice.
Off to a good start.
Off to a great start. So now, all right, so $1.5 million to his mom, aunt, and sisters. Now we're down, what, $4.5 million
Oh, each.
each.
He didn't give them each 500,000. Okay.
$1.55 million each to his mom, aunt, and sister.
Okay.
Okay, he even put another $1.55 million into his favorite football club, the Rangers. He put over $6 million into an investment bond. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then things take a wild turn. The tabloids nicknamed him the Lotto Lout, and he started living up to it. He bought a mansion, a fleet of fancy cars, over $230,000 worth of gold. His spending got completely out of control. He admitted he was spending over $3,000 a day on cocaine and became a full-blown alcoholic.
Jeez.
It's a lot of copper.
Come on, buddy.
He said, quote, he would start... I love this quote. He would start his day with, quote, 3 lines of Charlie and a half a bottle of vodka.
Hey-oh!
3 lines of Charlie. I've never heard it that way.
Oh, really?
Charlie?
They call cocaine Charlie Sheen in England. The Idols have that in a song. Brill cream, creatine, and a bag of Charlie Sheen.
Wow, winning.
Whoa, I didn't know that. 3 bags of... Wow. That's how big of a drug addict Charlie Sheen was?
That they now call cocaina Charlie Sheen, and it's a slang word in good old England.
His house turned into a constant party zone with what he called Roman-style orgies, where women served cocaine on silver plates. The parties would cost about $77,000 a night.
Holy smokes.
Yep. Not all fun and games, though. The lifestyle came with the dark side. At one point, men with shotguns showed up at his house, and he woke up one day to find his 5 dogs had been killed.
Oh.
His family was threatened with blackmail. And in the end, the party couldn't last forever. In just about 8 years, the entire $15.5 million fortune was gone.
The whole thing. He even took it out of all the investment
Everything
stuff. He took
gone.
it out.
Everything gone.
I feel bad.
So by 2010, he was completely broke and got his old job as a garbage man back.
There we go.
Wow.
So did his mom, aunt, sister, were they good with their money?
I don't know.
Because I'm in hopes that they're kind enough where it's like, all right, we're not going to give them anything yet, but we'll...
I mean,
throw
maybe
an
they
extra
used their
little
money to pay off their bills and just became debt free.
Yeah.
Mike.
$1.5 million is not enough to retire on.
Guys, look who's back. Mike is
Hey,
back.
Mike's
Hey, on truck 7. Hey. I feel like you look 50 years older in these 8 years. What you been up to? $77,000 worth of parties each
Parties
night.
a night.
3 lines of Charlie every morning with my tea.
I mean, you'd expect him to be in full regret mode, but
It's whatever.
he says
You know what? He's still
I regret nothing.
He's still too young and too stupid to even regret it yet.
he called the experience the best 10 years of my life for $1.50.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's all downhill from here.
I mean,
If you're
It's
looking
all
at
uphill from here.
Oh, yeah,
It's
I mean-
gonna
lived
be
it
a
up.
struggle.
yeah, but like if you're looking at that as the best time of your life, he's only 20 something.
he was 19 at the time, so that was
So he's 27.
this was in 2002.
Oh, so
2010, he went back to.
So by now,
2010, he
It
went
took
back
him
to work.
7.5 years to blow $15 million.
then he was positive in 2010. That cat ain't positive now. I wish. I
He
hope
says
he
he
is.
wouldn't change a thing.
I pray that he is.
That's just a recent interview.
It's a recent
It is?
interview.
Oh,
It's a recent
that's-
interview.
You know what? That's great to hear.
So he found peace. I guess
Oh,
you
good,
have to.
Good. Thank goodness. I do.
Says he has no regrets as of 2020.
I mean that could wear somebody.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really happy to hear he's okay.
He found peace. I mean, what are you going to do? He says he wouldn't change a thing, which I don't believe that. But if you got to tell yourself that to move on
Yeah, right.
and live your life,
I knew 2 people that came into money at a
young age?
in the teen years. Yeah. Both not lottery, but both similar situations. One was like a settlement that happened, and when he turned 18, he got the settlement, and I don't think it went great. Definitely didn't act like Michael Crawford over there in England.
Michael Carroll, yes.
Yeah, but it wasn't
Close enough.
$15 million. The other one was 18-year-old kid. I think he was in high school still, if I remember right. And I don't remember the circumstances, but I think his parents both passed. And he, within months, became the party guy.
Yep.
All of a sudden, extra popular. Everyone's clinging on to him. Party at his house every single weekend. Just money, money, money spent on all of his friends, on all of his St. Louis-y stuff, and it was gone in 2 years.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, so I'm not giving a 12-year-old $3,000 cash.
Well,
Why not? It could be worth it.
Hey, man. Maybe your
No
kids...
regrets.
Yeah.
do you think if you won $15 million
Right now?
at 19,
Oh, at 19, okay. Oh, I would have done the same exact thing as him.
it would have gone similarly, you think?
You don't think your
100
parents would have stopped you and been like,
I would hope.
because my dad would have been like, no, we're going over here right now and you're going to throw it in this, we'll
I
get
would
you set
hope
up
my
with
parents would
investments.
step in, to be like, what are you doing?
House cards and Coke. Little Riz would have been like,
Yeah.
F you, Dad. See you later.
Yeah, but I probably would have done this.
Yeah.
Rafe,
Yeah, there's a high probability.
there's a high
and I
probability.
would also be a binman.
An 8-year party,
At
huh?
19,
19.
I was like, I'd like to think that,
I was out of control.
I mean, I had done some, yeah, I was walking a weird line of like fatherhood with also partying.
Hi, you were a dad.
But I was also like partying my ass off, like when I wasn't, it was like I could compartmentalize that part of my life. But it was just like, yeah, man, my 20s were a wild time. And I don't know if I would have been responsible enough to be like, all right, no matter what, you set this much aside, you put it in some sort of account that accrues interest, and you live off the interest, and you don't touch it.
No. I'm spending $77,000 a night on chicks and cocaine.
Yeah.
And having, quote, Roman-style orgies on
Yeah, me
in my
too.
sweet-ass apartment.
Wow.
Dude, at 19, I was just in radio, okay? I was living
It's a good name.
in Manhattan. No kids. No worries. And my job was to sometimes take around new bands and show them a good time.
Yeah, you would have moved out of Washington Park.
Washington Heights, yeah.
Washington
oh, yeah.
Heights,
I
yeah.
would have had a pretty sweet place.
Mm-hmm.
Out of control.
Yeah, because I have a good example of, granted, they were adults and they were in their, I think, early 30s when they won the lottery, but it was a couple million. And it was just neat to see how, if you actually invest it, the difference your life can make, where it's a peaceful life, your kids are happy, everything's good.
Oh, listen, at 19,
It was
you're not
great.
thinking about investing anything.
No.
I wouldn't have even thought about it. I would have thought $15 million was an unexpendable amount of money because but you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't come from money. My parents didn't even know how to fill out a FAFSA form when I went to college. Like I was on as far as like financial knowledge, I was kind
You
of
had to figure it out yourself.
The learning curve was mine. I would have thought that was so much money that I'd have been like, this will never run out.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
also-
in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, you never had to work for it, so it doesn't really seem like, it's like, who cares
The
if I
amount
have
of
it or
jet
not?
skis I would have owned
Oh, dude.
Dude,
in the 90s when they first came out. I mean,
neons,
when did jet skis come out? 92,
they were around
93?
70s,
They were?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like the
Well,
sit-down
jet
ones
ski,
or the
they had the,
stand-up
I'm
ones?
I'm talking like when they really blew up.
I feel like when
I feel
you
like
first
jet
saw
skis
one on
blew up
TV,
in the
Yeah, they
90s.
blew
Yeah.
because they got cool looking then.
when you first saw one on TV, you're
There
just
was
like,
that.
no way.
Well, the
no
first
way.
ones were
That's
the
a
stand-up
dream.
ones.
Yeah.
The first
Yeah.
ones were the stand-up
And
ones.
those are the actual jet skis.
Those
the ones
are-
we're
yeah.
talking about are wave runners.
Wave runners,
Yeah.
Wave runner, the sit down.
Because whenever Kawasaki or whoever rolled them out, they made them look so cool.
Yeah, and some dude on MTV doing a backflip. You're like, this is a
Hell
dream.
yeah.
I had this dream.
Have you ever driven one of the stand-up ones?
No, I wish.
I have.
Oh, really?
How's it
And
feel?
Yeah, they're
and like
not,
the-
they're
they
not
have-
as cool as
Okay.
the one where you lift up the handle. Like
Yeah.
you lift it up.
You don't think that's cool?
It's not as cool as to sit. I like to sit.
I like to sit when I'm upon the water.
Yeah.
It's too
like
much
to sit.
standing. My knees are
Well,
involved.
listen, speaking of finances and stuff like that, I know, Rafe, you're looking for, you're currently looking to buy a house.
Well, yeah, I
And the
think
housing market is tough right now.
Come to the
I think I'm
dark
out.
side, dude.
I think I'm out, man. This last experience really tainted me.
Come to the dark side. You need to knock this off with the whole got to stay in the city thing.
Man, I've put an offer in on several homes, and I've had the exact same thing happen. And I started looking into it, dude. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but here's the thing: I've been 10 to 15 to 20% over asking on some of these houses, and every time I don't get it, the realtor's like, "Sorry, we had a cash offer, no appraisal, no inspection." And like, there's no one getting in. There's no like young couple that's like, "Hey, I'm willing to drop hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I don't even care if the house is crumbling." That is an equity. These equity firms are buying up residential, and it's like, Listen, I'm not saying
is this based off Rafe Williams' feelings, or is this based off anything that?
I mean, I looked into it, and they said there's a company called Blackstone, no relation to your beautiful griddles that you love out on your.
Yeah, how dare you?
You talking about BlackRock?
I thought it was BlackRock. I'd always heard BlackRock.
Well, there's two different.
There's two. Blackstone and BlackRock are two different companies. They both do the same
but
thing.
they invest in the same. They're the same company essentially. Like all those investment firms are the exact same group.
Yes, and then there's smaller private equity firms, and they said that they expect private equity firms to own 40% of the residential housing market by like 2030.
Okay,
so 5 years from now.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to unpack this. So you're thinking that you're putting in an offer, then this Blackstone group.
I'm not saying it's
coming in.
I think an equity. I think investors are coming in
to do what though? To like buy these houses to then rent them out?
I think there's three things happening: Airbnb. I think investment properties to rent, and I also think it is a supply and demand control thing. The reason they want to own so much of the residential houses are stupid. The appreciation of home values is so dumb. When you look at like what things were bought for in 20, nothing has appreciated more than housing. We have a housing crisis. No one's building anything. There's no homes to buy, and the best thing you can do if you have equity and you have money, you can buy a house and sit on it. And then you're just like, I'll dole out housing as I see fit. And
out by Moon and I, there's a lot of construction going on out in O'Fallon and Wildwood area, and Chesterfield. You know, come on out.
Well, there's a few
that's
companies.
Great to hear because they said like nationwide there's a crisis of like no home building is happening.
There's a lot of that not happening, but yeah, this is why too. I encourage the people at the state level, if it's anyone from out of state that's trying to buy a home, put like an insane tax where it's like 80%. Yeah. And then if it's an equity firm, put like a 90% tax on it, where it says makes it impossible for them to buy it.
Listen,
I'm pro-capitalism, okay? But I'm starting to feel like that I am in late-stage capitalism, and I'm ready to be like, at what point have we lost the plot?
I'm not saying you're wrong, and it's not happening, but you're so frustrated.
It's possible.
That you're making up things.
No, I definitely am not making it up. I'm not saying that maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is a young couple who was like, you know what, I got $400,000 and I'm ready to set it on fire. I don't want to see, I don't care if the foundation is bad. I don't care if the basement floods. I will waive inspections. I'll waive appraisal. You know, maybe there are just rich parents giving people $500,000 to go buy a home cash sight unseen. Yeah. I can't. Maybe I'm just a piece of white trash.
You know what? Maybe we're the only ones who don't have rich parents.
I do know from some friends who have sold homes. In fact, when we sold our home in South City, there was no inspection, and we had multiple offers.
But do you know who bought it? You had multiple no inspection cash offers?
Yeah.
And do you know who bought it?
Don't care.
Don't care. That's the thing. No one cares. They just want to make the money.
Yeah.
So everybody's making money. The seller's making money, unless you got to go. But then you got to go buy a home.
No, and 314 on the Schreier text line. My daughter's lost 15 homes to this exact scenario.
Yeah, and I also find it funny that people are willing to. You come in with this insane offer, and they know that you really want to have a home and create a life there and everything, and then they're like, "Well, I got someone $5 or $5,000 more, so I'm going to take that extra
I don't want to get too far down the.
But here, let me say this. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole, but I will say this: you used to be able to write a letter of intent to the seller and say, hey, this is why I want, because in 2019 or 2020, when my friend sold his home, he got a letter from a guy who's like, hey, I'm a veteran. I'm 50 some odd years old. This is my max offer. I've never owned a home. I love the house. I'll take care of the house. It's important to me as a veteran to finally use my VA loan. And he took $5,000 less and gave this guy the home because he had a higher bidder.
Right.
Because the guy had like written a really thoughtful letter about why home ownership was so important to him, and they made that illegal. You can't do that anymore.
That's crazy.
So now it's just a bidding war, dude.
No, 618 says Riz can't see past his own backyard. Can't see it. Not true.
The Castle of Wildwoods.
Oh, the drawbridge is up. 618.
Yes, the drawbridge is up. The moat.
I'm not discounting what you're saying. I don't.
Hey, man.
I will admit to you guys that maybe
play the game on the west side of the Missouri.
I might have to, and I'm getting priced out of the city. And I want to stay there. I even expanded the boundary, and told Tina like, hey, we're going to have to make some exceptions if you want to have a house at the price point we want, and not be house poor. Still didn't matter. I came out here. The house I was looking at was here in Creve Coeur. 2 minutes from work. And I was like, at least it's close to the clubs. It's close to work. I'll make it. You know, this is going to be the exception. I hate leaving the city, but it was a house. I really liked it. It was a mid-century modern. It was my style of house. I was like, this will be a cool home. And it ain't happening, man. And then I just decided, I told my realtor, goes, what, we want to look at some more houses next week? And I said, no. Dealer leaving the table.
No, listen, I'm not,
I fold.
again, I'm not discounting I'm not going through the process right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not living
It's brutal. And I feel, here's
You're
the
living
thing.
it, and I feel like I feel your frustration.
Thank you.
I hate to see you.
And I want to say,
Every time you find a house that you know, Rafe's showing us homes. He's like, oh, look at this.
You
This is
also
great.
falling
This
in
has
love.
2 decks.
You're falling in
You
love.
fall in love.
dude. You have to.
You keep falling in love.
I'm
You
such a
you
piece
knock
of.
that off.
I am such a poor kid at heart that when you're spending that kind of money.
Oh, yeah, you see one
As soon as I
picture,
make
you're
an
like,
offer,
this is
my
the
head
house.
is like, you have to fall in love with this house. You have to plan. I'm like, we're going to go to the zoo every day. It's 2 blocks from the zoo. I think I'm going to ride my bike. I'm going to buy a bike. We'll ride
buy a
bikes
bike.
around the neighborhood. And you plan this whole life. It's like you fall in love and you plan this whole life, and then you get rejected. You get broken up with.
Yeah.
Like, she's going to marry Biff.
You need
You're
to quit.
like, no!
You need to quit proposing before you
I
meet these
know,
people.
but you have to, dude. To spend that kind of money, you really have to like chant a spell or like cast a spell over yourself to fall in love. And here's the thing that's real crazy to me, and I feel bad for you guys. Like, I don't have to worry about school district, and I don't have kids.
But you should consider school district on resale.
On resale, yes, but I'm saying I don't necessarily
Live in the now, man.
I don't necessarily have to worry about that. I couldn't imagine being like a family, having 3 young kids to take care of, and have to worry about what school district I'm buying in. And this is one of the cheapest cities to buy in, so I can't imagine what's going on nationally.
Yeah.
It
sucks.
It's
Well,
brutal.
Here's what I want to bring up. The housing market's tough right now, yes. Prices soaring, average age of a home buyer shot up to 56 years old. Think about that. The average age of a home buyer is 56
That's
years old.
crazy, man. That is crazy in the wealthiest country in the world.
And it could feel like, you know, owning a home is just a far-off dream for a lot of younger people. I guess Gen Z has found this creative workaround that's getting more and more popular. It's called co-buying.
Yeah, man. We've priced out young people.
Co-buying. Simply
100%.
put, co-buying is when you buy a house with somebody you're not married to or in a romantic relationship like your friends. And it's not just a fringe idea anymore. One survey found that nearly 15% of Americans have already bought a home with a non-romantic partner. And 70% of Gen Zers are open to the idea.
Yeah, this is just
It's
more.
getting a roommate.
This is just more of the transfer of wealth from young people to old people.
Yep.
It's
This
just another example of the disparity.
This is getting a roommate.
this is just getting it's just instead of rent, you're
I mean, I've talked about that. My kids,
this is having a roommate and being on the hook when the furnace breaks.
my kids in their 20s, they can't afford what I could afford, and I was baroque working 3 or 4 jobs and trying to do a band when I was their age. You know, like, and they do not have the opportunities that I have.
Well, they need to find a good friend to co-buy with because the main benefit is pretty obvious. You know, you could afford a much nicer home much faster by
All
pooling
right,
your money
Riz,
together.
I'll move in your basement.
When you
Convince
combine
me.
incomes and savings with a friend or two, you suddenly have a much stronger application for a home loan.
Yeah, okay, but then you're in a scenario that is not super conducive with maybe starting a family. So we're going to have families that are starting even later and even later, which will hurt our economy even further. It's a slippery slope.
It is, and once you're in, you know, the mortgage payments are split, which could actually make owning a home cheaper than renting. And of course, you know, you get to live with friends. You could, yeah, it's a huge bonus. And
It's
of
a
course,
commune, dude.
Yeah.
as great as it sounds,
Oh,
you
I
know,
would love that.
Experts are warning you got to be careful. Buying a house is a massive financial commitment, and you need to be sure everybody's finances are as solid as your friendship.
My dream is to have a little compound, and not for the reasons you think. It's so I can help my kids afford their own home that they can maybe, you know, sell someday or whatever. Like, that's all I want to do is give my kids a home that they can do something with. Either live in or sell or whatever. That's my dream. And it's becoming really, really hard. Anytime I hear about those families that have little compounds, I'm like, ooh, man.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
That's
It's
awesome.
Not a bad deal.
You know, one of
Not
the
a bad
biggest
deal.
hurdles with this whole thing is the complexity of it. A lot of real estate agents, you know, and lenders are used to working with couples. So they might be a little hesitant to deal with a group of friends because the extra paperwork and the coordination involved. But the biggest risk here is the shared debt. So if one of your co-owners runs into financial trouble and can't make their part of the payment, the rest of you are legally on the hook for their share.
I'll tell you what, Rafe. I think I have a solve for both of us. Things are a little
I
harder
don't know
these
you're in this
days.
situation too, but
Yeah,
okay.
dude. No, just hear me out.
Live in my basement. Pay me rent.
No. I want the basement.
Okay.
But
Live in your garage.
no. But if you take this money you keep throwing at all these people you're falling in love with, at all these houses, how about you just build a nice little 2-story thing over my pool? Get rid of that pool for me, and you build
Go
something
build
back there.
in his backyard.
They
dude,
have the-
I'll sell you the plot. You just got to tear down
You know
the
what,
pool and
dude?
get everything else built up.
Look. They have the mother-in-law houses. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We talked
yeah.
about
Those
it.
are
Maybe
legit,
you
man.
fill in the pool. I'll pay the mother-in-law house where they bring this little portable house to put in your backyard for
Yo, these prefabs.
these like prefabs for your
Nice.
mother-in-law, basically for your parents.
You want to live in a
until
shed
they
in his
pass away.
backyard?
Not a shed. Listen, he's not broke.
Little cottage.
He's doing great.
look,
Comedy,
we got- yeah.
comedy and radio is doing great.
Just run an extension cord to my cottage.
No, listen, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a construction loan. You could qualify for a construction loan, and I'll give you the whole backyard area.
Okay.
I ain't using it.
That's a pretty good deal.
Nobody else is using it.
It's a hell of a good deal.
Yeah.
It's not bad, man.
Leave the pool though. I'm gonna just have a pool in my house.
Well, then you're going to be in the woods. You need to build
Well,
a
Put that in your
tree house.
basement.
With all that being said, guys, talking about finances and, home prices, and this seems like a blast from the past. It's showing up more and more on American dinner tables. But remember Hamburger Helper?
Love it.
Yeah, of course.
The classic boxed meal that helps you stretch a pound of ground beef. It's making a major comeback.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That was my college food right there.
Well, a lot of food brands are seeing their sales drop. Hamburger Helper is doing the opposite. Its owner, Eagle Foods, reported that sales shot up almost 15%
Wow.
in the year leading up to August.
If I had to put my money on anything that's going to do well over the next 10, 20 years, with housing being more expensive, like you just mentioned, people having to work more jobs, everybody in the house having to work jobs, it's going to be the poor person's dinners. All the stuff that we ate when we were totally broke, the Hamburger Helper,
Rice-A-Roni.
the Rice-A-Ronis,
I love Rice-A-Roni.
the Lipton noodles. Remember them dehydrated
Yeah, yeah.
noodles?
Yep.
Golly, those are so good.
And-
All that
and-
stuff, it's going to crush.
And the story I read, it's not just about people feeling nostalgic for the 70s. The real reason seems to be the squeeze on our wallets from inflation and rising grocery
Exactly.
prices.
Frozen pizzas is going to be a diamond industry, man.
So it's a situation that feels similar to when Hamburger Helper launched back in 1971. Back then, beef prices were soaring. The economy was wonky. So people needed a budget-friendly way to feed their families.
I'm going to go to my wealth advisor and say, listen, put all my money in Salisbury steaks.
Seriously.
Eagle Foods even pointed out, and again, this is the company that owns Hamburger Helper, that we're seeing almost identical market conditions from when it first launched
In the 70s?
in the 70s.
Which was not a great time. That
So
was when-
economists have been talking for a while about how consumer confidence is shaky and people just don't have the spending power they used to. In fact, confidence dropped even more in September. People are worried about their personal finances and stuff like that. And as a result, shoppers are getting back to basics. They're buying more pantry staples like canned tuna and salmon and beans and boxed mac and cheese. Things that are affordable and filling.
I will say that it is noticeable. The last, I'd probably say 2 years, maybe 3 years, our pantry has become twice, maybe 3 times more packed than it used to be. Our pantry is more full. Now, granted, the kids are much bigger and they're just eating like elephants.
I got 2 kids that eat a lot.
Oh my gosh, yeah, amateur hour compared to mine. Like, dude, we go through. Now we're doing these Costco runs, and you get a tub of grapes. It's like this big, By the way, those Costco grapes are second to none. We went through 3 of them in 2 days, 3 tubs.
Well, we'll call this the Hamburger Helper Index. Because,
Yes.
Interesting enough, and Rafe, you watched The Bear, right?
Yeah.
So Hamburger Helper got a little boost from The Bear back in June. Mm-hmm. It was featured on the show, which got a lot of people talking about it. And it even inspired like food bloggers to create their own versions of Hamburger Helper from the show. So Hamburger Helper,
It's back.
it's back.
What was that Asian dish that was in a blue tub and it had like noodles in it, and then it had, you remember that?
Cupo noodles?
No, it was one kind of like this but for Asian food, and you just pour it all in, and you mix it up. And what was the name of that thing? It was so funny, and I bet that's gonna have a comeback too, because it's
Is that the commercial where the people were around the table eating and they turned Chinese when they were eating it?
No.
No freaking
Oh,
way.
dude.
How did I miss that?
I want to see this commercial.
Hang on.
Stop the presses. This is a 4-man emergency. Everyone start
There's no
Googling.
way. Oh. No.
Oh yeah. Oh, here it is. Moon, I'm going to send it to you right now.
Oh no.
Well, pull it up. This is insane.
What's the product?
Troy.
Is it LaChoy?
Something
Troy
like that.
came in a big can. Had like water chestnuts on
Yes.
top.
Oh yeah, that was
That's the
blue.
one.
That's right. It was blue,
Yeah, it was like a blue. Yeah, that
and it was
can,
a
not
real crunchy.
But it was actual like, I thought you meant like a box container.
No, it was like a cardboard.
Oh, the German one. Okay, yeah, I did come across this. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That's one of the most racist things I've ever seen.
Oh my God!
The haircut.
Why'd they give him that haircut?
Oh my goodness!
They didn't even use Asian people. They just made them white people look Asian.
The facial expressions even.
Okay, so it's German.
Oh
so
my
they're
goodness!
eating this like make at home Chinese food, and they all got chopsticks, and as soon as they eat it, they turn into a stereotypical.
Yeah.
Like, but we're talking like
With,
Mickey
like-
Rourke,
Yeah,
Breakfast at
yeah.
Tiffany's.
Like the bowl cut. The
Not
guy,
Mickey Rourke, Mickey Rooney.
the guy that goes bowl cut and goes, oh my
my God.
gosh, look at that.
This guy right here.
They even like taped their eyelids. Oh no! We've got to
hell?
post this.
Oh, this is so.
Oh my goodness, that's the most offensive.
Well, LaTroy needs to have that commercial.
It's so offensive, it's great.
What the hell?
That is awesome.
The 80s were different.
Oh
it was a
my
different
God.
time.
1980. You know what?
That's the best commercial I've ever seen.
Maybe I wouldn't go back to the 80s. I always said that'd be my decade. I don't know.
Wow, dude.
Holy smokes.
That is hysterical.
Hilarious, right?
I've never seen that. Dude.
Me neither.
How did that get past me?
I don't know. We're on the same algorithm too.
I don't know, man. That's wild. That was
solid.
straight Mickey Rooney, Breakfast at Tiffany's offensive.
That is.
Holy smokes.
Dude, this
Fantastic.
is almost like an SNL skit that like couldn't be
Right.
shown.
Yes.
Like, did you see that SNL thing that never made the air because it was just too?
No, I feel like it was
offensive?
one of those old SNL commercials,
That's
with like Phil
crazy.
Hartman. We got to post that. Hilarious.
It's on our Facebook.
Let's talk about the classic family struggle, trying to decide where to go out to eat. You know, you've got kids who want one thing, you've got adults who want another thing. Finding a place that makes everybody happy can feel impossible. Well, guys, in the great state of Missouri, a team of food writers from the website lovefood.com just made the decision a whole lot easier. They looked at reviews, awards, and their own experiences to name the single best independent family-friendly restaurant in every state. So for the state of Missouri, what is the best family-friendly restaurant according to the website lovefood.com?
I got it.
And it is in our area.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was going to be Lambert's.
Well, yes, that's
Home
it.
of the
And it is in our
throne.
area, right?
Oh,
It is Lambert's.
okay. Well, that's good.
Lambert's
Sykeston.
Cafe. Right? Is that our area?
Technically, it's
Sykeston, I
Southwest
guess so.
Missouri.
Sykeston?
Yeah. It's an hour.
They pick us
or
up down there?
No, what are you talking about?
But Lambert's is the best family-friendly restaurant in the state of Missouri.
I think it's in the
according
country,
to
honestly.
This food blog, lovefood.com. I've never been there.
Oh.
This is where they throw the rolls, right?
Yeah, this is where I was spoiled as a kid growing up in Springfield because 10 minutes from our house they had that giant one there, and we'd go all
So
the time.
Sykeston or the one in Ozark?
Yeah, which is like a suburb of Springfield.
I mean, they're dang near identical.
Which is the OG version?
The
Sykeston.
Sykeston
Yeah.
one? Because it's been around for 80 years.
And there's one in Alabama or something.
Yeah, there's another one.
Yeah.
Ozark Sykeston, been around for 80 years, famous for its Southern-style country cooking. But the real reason everybody loves the place is the legendary throwed rolls. That's right. The servers throw warm, fluffy yeast rolls across the dining room to you. And guys, the fun doesn't stop there. They also have what they call pass-around sides that are endless, like fried potatoes, fried okra,
There's a particular
Black-eyed peas.
There's some sort of soup or something that's really good.
They don't throw that.
No, but I seen a roll hit the soup.
Yes,
Oh,
this goes
really?
everywhere.
Yeah.
I've seen rolls miss the table and smacks
I
them in the
want to
face.
open up Home of the Throwed soup.
You had the
Home of
rolls?
the Throwed chili.
Also, whenever
You had the rolls?
I've never been to Lambert's.
They're better than they should be.
Yeah.
For something that's getting thrown around the room, and
I don't
this
like
whole-
my food thrown.
Well, you think like, oh, if it's a gimmick, it's going to taste like a baseball too, or kind of feel like one. Dude, they're hot, they're soft, they're big, they're like this
Yeah.
like fluffy,
Perfect.
like popcorny, mushroomy rolls. They're not just some cheap crap. You know what I mean?
And when I was a kid, when I was a soda drinker, I mean, it's like a barrel. They bring out the sodas in barrels, basically, and they free refills, and I thought it was the life. But also, something I always found amusing as a child is whenever you're leaving the Lambert's, on the floor, they glued a couple quarters down on the ground. And you just watch the old folks, like, they'll see that, and every one of them bends over, spends forever trying to pick up that dang quarter. And
Right.
I don't know why that always amused me as a child, but I liked it.
You never
Those
had
old,
that, huh?
those old jokes, huh?
Yeah.
Like oldies but goodies, the classics.
Yeah.
Look at these rolls. These are the rolls.
They look good.
Because if we don't get no rolls, tolls, and we don't get no
Good
rolls.
job, Lambert's.
Yeah, they're really good. You see that? Like, it's a very
unbeatable. Yeah.
uniform, nice,
The
big
whole
old
place
thing.
is decked out. You know what? I feel like I've already been there.
Soft yeast
I feel like I've already been
cornbread
there.
rolls.
Let's
The
go.
place is decked out with vintage photos and old license plates on the wall.
Let me tell you.
Oh,
Let me tell
the
you.
best
Idea.
When you go to a restaurant where there's old license plates on the wall, you know you're
Yes.
in for quality.
What is
Or
it?
if there's dollars signed by everyone stapled to the wall.
Yeah. What is it? Red Robin that has the just like crap all over the walls. Like knickknacks and all that kind of stuff.
Is that Red Robin?
That's
So
every.
so basically, Lambert's is Cracker Barrel meets Red Robin. It's like Cracker Barrel with just crap on the walls and loudness. It's a louder. It's like a fun,
And rolls,
ground
rolls
round,
being thrown all over the
upbeat
place.
version of Cracker Barrel,
And-
in a good way.
Should we do a Riz Show road trip where we go to Bass Pro, Lambert's, and Silver City, and then also that Buc-ee's? We hit them all.
Yeah,
It's too much time with you guys, I'll be honest.
Cracker
come
Barrel.
on.
Cracker Barrel is for Grandpa, and Lambert's is for the grandkids.
Yep. But the same stuff, basically.
Are there rolls compared to Texas Roadhouse?
To be honest, I don't know what
Those are good,
Roadhouse
too.
rolls are. Probably pretty similar.
Again, yeah, you had me at license plates on the wall.
From all over the 50 states.
So it's, I guess, no surprise the food writers picked it. Their review basically said, what child wouldn't enjoy a restaurant where rolls are thrown around the room? Mm-hmm. It's an experience as much as it is a meal. So if you're looking for a spot the whole family will be talking about for weeks, Lambert's Cafe. That's the place to be.
That's awesome.
Didn't somebody say that they were having trouble or something? Didn't we just talk about this?
Lambert's?
Yeah, a couple years ago. Something was going on, right? Am I crazy?
Somebody
Well,
get
that was
hurt?
like way back in the old days. I think they had a kid that did
Somebody
See?
got hit in the eye?
Look. Oh, that's right. No, Grandma got burned by soup or something, right? See, with her flag, there's flags all over the
I mean,
place.
this is
and there's,
awesome.
And there's
This
pictures.
is- yeah.
Did you see what I'm saying? It's Cracker Barrel for the grandkids.
Look at the
Seems very loud.
fried okra,
Fried okra, come
The
on.
tomato macaroni
The fact that I
thing.
haven't been there is a crime.
Yeah.
Here we go. Moon showing a video in the studio here of rolls being thrown all over the place. I'm gluten free.
But look, do you see how big the rolls are?
Nice catch, Dad.
What if I'm gluten free, guys?
You idiot.
You're not allowed in.
Look at the rolls, though. They're huge.
Excuse me. Do you have gluten free rolls? Get out of here.
Yeah, they actually just punch you in the face. They keep your teeth and they nail them on the wall.
Yeah, they knock your teeth in. That's what they do. Get out of here with your gluten free. Oh yeah, go in the gluten free section. That's like a door outside.
There's no smoke, or there's no, yeah.
They right this way into a prison.
Right back in the parking lot.
Some stuff for the food lawyer. Halloween right around the corner, and rest assured that Hershey's will not be banned from selling its Halloween candies. So last year, and we talked about this, a woman in Florida, Cynthia Kelly, sued Hershey's for $5 million, and she claimed that their pumpkin-shaped Reese's peanut butter cups were falsely advertised. You see, she says, now if you look at the packaging for the Reese's peanut butter cups, the pumpkin ones, the package shows that the pumpkins have cool, carved designs and faces. But in reality, when you open up the package, there are no faces.
I'm upset.
There are no faces. And that bothered her. So she sued.
Oh, come on. You got more chocolate than was advertised.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the only thing. She pointed out that several of Hershey's Halloween candies are also less spooky than they appear on the wrapper.
You're getting more chocolate. Haven't you thought about that? Didn't Mitch Hedberg make you think about that when he was talking about the Kit Kats? He's like, Kit Kat has got a genius scam going on where they stamp in Kit Kat and they're giving you less chocolate.
Yeah, less chocolate.
Yeah. I think this lady thought this was a lottery moment where she's like, I got this. It's so
They'll
easy
settle.
to win this one. They're so
They're
dumb.
gonna
This
set
is
a
good.
wall. So the case has gone through the system. And did she win money?
I bet she got to give people a lot of
So
money.
she sued Hershey's for $5 million, claiming their pumpkin-shaped Reese's peanut butter cups were falsely advertised. What did she get?
A gift basket with a bunch of Hershey's and 100 grands and all the products.
Rafe, as the food lawyer, what did she get?
50.
50 million or $50?
50K.
50,000.
$50,000?
You think they paid her something?
She got nothing, thrown out of court.
I was gonna say the lawyers made money.
She will not be getting $5 million. The candies will not be pulled from store shelves where they're deceiving America. A judge that dismissed the lawsuit said she failed to prove any concrete economic injury and that products were not rendered worthless. In other words, they're still delicious.
Can Hershey sue her for looking like a pumpkin? Is she supposed to be a human?
There's plenty of people going after. I mean, there's plenty of people worth going after. Hershey's ain't one of them, right? I mean, what have they done? Have you been to Hershey Park?
I have.
It's freaking great,
Yes,
isn't it?
it's very nice.
It's so nice. The whole town, they employ a whole freaking town there. They got
They have a great thrift store in that town.
yeah, Hershey bars, Hershey Kisses, all the 70 other things that they make. Like who? You're an evil person going after Hershey. Come on.
HelloFresh. Anybody use that meal service, HelloFresh?
Yeah, we've tried it a few
Ooh,
times.
yeah, is that worth it?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes
The
it's all right.
stuff is pretty well. I mean, like
Okay.
if we're having like a month where both of us are just booked, and we're going to need a little bit of help, so quick things like that, and like, you know, and this is my fault because I can't prepare my own dinners very well anymore. So like, I kind of need just some basic a pile of ingredients and directions.
Have you used it? It's
No, I do factor meals, but those are already done. HelloFresh is when you get the ingredients.
Yeah,
and
they
cook
give
it
you
yourself.
ingredients.
Yeah, they
and
give you
they give
easy,
you
right?
they give you like the instruction card.
Yeah, and you can
everything's all
literally read it.
measured
It'll
out.
be like 35 minutes of prep time, 10 minutes of this. And like, cool. You know what? I do have 45 minutes. Let's go. And it's pretty to the minute.
Yeah.
And you could go on their website and kind of select what meals you want. And
Yeah, I don't know. Mallory's in charge of that, but the
I gotta get
the
my-
teenagers can do it too, so that helps.
Well,
My
they've
mom's been struggling getting her, like, she eats, random stuff, not really great meals right now because she's just enjoying retirement life. And so I'm like, this would be an awesome option.
Yeah, there's like 12 of these companies out there. And
Well,
they're all
yeah.
just a little bit different.
they've been ordered to pay $7.5 million in damages.
For what?
Oh,
A civil case against. They are the world's biggest meal kit delivery company, HelloFresh. They've been accused of enrolling customers in subscription plans without their knowledge. So basically, what they do is, you go, oh,
get the sample.
we'll give you 10 meals for free, but you got to put your credit card down, and then you wind up getting signed up for the service. HelloFresh was called out for deceptively enrolling customers into auto-renewing subscription plans without proper disclosure or consent.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's annoying. They make it really tough probably to find where to cancel.
Right. Subscription plans were also hard for customers to cancel. So as part of this judgment, if you are a former HelloFresh customer, you get a piece of this. You got to look that up, though.
Okay.
Can I post-date anything?
What happened?
Can I order something and post-date it? Okay.
No, sorry, Scott. That's fraud.
I hate that.
That is fraud. And I got one thing for you.
Hello, fraud.
Hello, fraud.
Hello,
You know what?
fraud.
Let's move on. All right, Teamers, remember today is brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Great time last night at the Hot Shots on Lindbergh. Thanks for coming out. Make Hot Shots your home for football weekends this season. Find yours at hotshotsnet.com. From Maplewood, Patrick Kennedy is out.
Yeah, keep those
Remember
names.
the day. Oh, Patty Kennedy.
Hot Kennedy.
Patrick listens to the Riz Show on his way to work, and thanks to the podcast, he can get his full fix later in the day. He is a guitarist and a pianist Loves random facts. He enjoys listening to the podcast while walking his golden retriever, Chilla Dog. Patrick Kennedy from Maplewood is our Team Riz member of the day. Get super sweet Team Riz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. Yes, Scott?
I want to say that I'm mad at Patrick.
Why?
So I talked with him on the phone yesterday, and that jerk was at the airport about to fly over to Greece for vacation.
Oh, nice.
No invite,
he's
nothing.
not
He
even
didn't
here.
tell us. He just went.
It's a Greeky.
Yeah,
Say hello to Athens for us.
Probably enjoying a Yido on the beach right now.
I know.
Idiot.
What an ath.
Athens? What?
You didn't want to go for it, huh?
Yeah. I haven't been dumped out all week. I didn't want to.
Too many
I
strikes
know
this
your
month.
expression is a better part of valor sometimes.
We're going to call him an
H.
Let it breathe. Hole.
Yes.
Good band. I love that band.
Thank you.
All right, crap on after the break. Boone, what do you got?
Well, I got Stagecoach announcements. Ozzy and Judas Priest team up. Taylor Swift heading to a late night, and a couple very famous people won $1 million. Speaking of winning the lottery, I'll let you know what they did with it.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays to porno birthday, all that and more next in your crap on celebrities. Stay there. All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Schreier Air text line, 314-649-DUMB. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials, at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizShow at 1057thepoint.com. Rafe's E-Memoriam on the way. Friday Fail Stories. We have Frankie and Dan from Haunted Soulz coming in.
Excited.
Later on this morning. They are doing a thing, an overnight investigation, not just a thing, at the Missouri State Penitentiary tomorrow night.
Ooh. That's cool.
And they have investigated some of the most haunted places around. So we'll chat with them. They got a podcast. Just our, run-of-the-mill paranormal guys.
Yeah. The paranormal guys.
Paranormal guys. Exactly, Scott. So it'll be in about 9 o'clock. That's Frankie and Dan from Haunted Soulz Paranormal. All right, what are we celebrating today, guys?
Happy
What do we say? We got a couple things to celebrate today. Important holidays.
Soybean Day.
Happy Horseshoe Day.
First up, for all the foodies, we have National Dumpling Day. This is a day to celebrate
Dumpling
those
Day.
delicious little pockets of dough that come from countless forms. Come in countless forms from all over the world, from Chinese pot stickers to Polish pierogies.
You know what's funny? I love a dumpling, but I never tried one until like I would say probably mid-20s, maybe late 20s. And do you know why? It's just a word association thing. Like
Dumpling?
I would hear the word dumpling, and for some reason it would just stick in my brain, and I couldn't think about food. I couldn't think about anything. And I'm not saying that I went gross. It was just such a...
Like somebody taking a dump?
I don't know. I didn't go there. That's what I'm saying. Like I just don't know. I just made this word association where when I would hear the word dumpling, I would focus on the word, and I couldn't be appetized by that.
You should have had hillbillies in your family.
I'd rather not eat one of those.
Again, they're steamed, fried, boiled. Today is the perfect excuse to enjoy your favorite kind of dumpling.
Aunt Kathy made great dumplings, by the way.
Yeah, I'll try any sort of dumpling. I don't think I tried one until I was in China. And I was on one of them tours where I was like, I got to eat anything that comes across my plate. And then I was like, whoa, what's in this? Realizing that I had never actually asked what was in a dumpling.
Sometimes you don't want to know.
I mean, don't you do that, though? Like, if you hear a girl's name or something like that, and somebody's like, oh, they're naming their baby this, and all you think of is the first Amanda you knew or the first Melissa.
A word association.
Yeah, like, I mean, doesn't that happen with food all the time for you?
No,
It does for
not
me.
all the time.
And dumpling is a... Come on, man. That's the stupidest word on
It's
earth.
an interesting word. All right, next, get ready for a Taste of the Tropics with National Key Lime Pie Day. That's right. This day honors the official state pie of Florida. Key lime pie is a classic American dessert that originated in the Florida Keys, likely in the late 1800s. It's sweet, it's tangy, it's made with the juice of key limes, which are smaller and more acidic than regular limes. So grab a slice and enjoy a bit of sunshine on a plate, guys.
It's amateur pie. That's beginner pie.
Key lime?
Oh, yeah. That's the first one if you want someone to like pie and they've never had it.
I would think more of a lemon meringue would be.
Lemon meringue and key lime. Limerang, you know, like some people are a little weirded out by whatever
Apple
the
pie
meringue
would
is.
be your basic jump in.
Yeah, but apple pie doesn't look super appetizing sometimes and gets real messy. Key lime pie is just like
Good slice.
the uniform, like it looks fake, it looks like the commercial. You feed that to a 6-year-old that's like, I want to try pie, and he'll love pie forever.
And get your day started right. It's National Better Breakfast Day. As part of Better Breakfast Month, this day is a friendly reminder that breakfast is often called the most important meal of the day for a reason. So it's all about encouraging people to eat a healthy, balanced breakfast and get the energy and concentration needed for a successful day. We also take a moment today to recognize the people behind the scenes. It's Human Resource Professional Day. That's right. Time to recognize the vital and often unseen work of HR professionals, from recruiting and handling conflicts to building a positive company culture. It's a chance to say thank you to the people who manage the people side of business. It's also Lumberjack Day.
Oh,
That's
heck
right.
yeah. Excellent day.
Fun tribute to the hardworking lumberjacks of history and today. On a more serious note, today is Mesothelioma Awareness Day. Also National Situational Awareness Day, World Maritime Day, Johnny Appleseed Day,
Johnny Appleseed
Shamu
Day.
the Whale Day.
Johnny Appleseed Day.
Shamu.
On Lumberjack Day. How insulting.
That is insulting.
He's going behind them and undoing all their work,
Yeah.
pissing them off.
A plant birther and a plant killer get the same,
Yeah, you're right.
same celebration.
Yeah, it is ironic.
Both were flannel.
Tell you what, I'm not sure who that's a jab at.
I don't know. Hey, last time you bought a concert ticket, did you go, man, I wish I would have paid a little more for these? Man, the CEO of Live Nation, the company that owns Ticketmaster, he thinks that's what you're thinking.
Of course, it makes sense.
Seriously, during a conference this weekend, Michael Rapino, who is the CEO of Live Nation, he said there's, quote, a lot of runway left when it comes to ticket prices, especially since tickets for sporting events are so much more. Quote, music has been underappreciated. In sports, I joke it's like a badge of honor to spend $70,000 for Knicks courtside seats. They beat me up if we charge $800 for Beyonce. He adds, quote, when you read about ticket prices going up, the average concert price is still $72. Try going to a Laker game for that. And there's 80 of them. The concert is underpriced and has been for a long time. I don't even know where to start here.
Yeah, what a weird thing.
Maybe I won't. But
Well, it's interesting he's doing this right now with their current...
Exactly. It's kind of tone deaf, to be honest with you.
Super tone deaf, but also not a fair comparison. Not a fair comparison at all. First of all, Lakers, there's only X amount of seats for those 80 things, if you're doing a front row. And there are cheaper tickets. Plus, the Lakers are one of, 28 teams? Or 20-something teams? How many thousands and thousands of bands are out there? And they don't come all that often. But they don't have millions upon millions upon millions as far as expenses for
overhead.
As far
how
as
much you paying LeBron for the Lakers?
Right. So also bands aren't making their CBS deals and all their other stuff. It's so like sports and music. I don't think you get to fairly
I think it's an
compare
apples and
the
oranges thing. Yeah, sure. You need to buy tickets for both things, but it's hard to compare the two. But listen, that's what the CEO of Ticketmaster.
Yeah, and the
thinks,
average
so.
guitar player that's putting on that show that sells 5,000 tickets. Do you know how much they're making that night?
LeBron money, of course.
Yeah,
right.
Insane
Like
money.
A couple $100. They're lucky to get a couple grand a week.
I know how much you miss.
Well, he's on your side, man. He wants you guys to make more money.
He doesn't want me to make more money.
Oh, you mean
he wants
to make
them
money.
to make more money. It's never, ever, ever about the artist or the performer or the writer. Ever. We are last. We're last to be paid. Like, literally.
Well, it's more and more seeming like the people buying the tickets are last.
Well, here's the thing.
That's the way it's looking to me.
But there's
I
still,
can't speak for being the artist, though.
But they're still going. They're still filling it. We sold out
I
every
think you guys
single...
are still playing guitar and still getting up there on the stage.
It's harder for me. For mid-level bands, it is extremely squeezed right now.
Yeah, I think we raise the ticket prices like that, and that way Ticketmaster and those groups can make more money, and then we'll raise the price of merch as well, so that way the band could pay more of a percent to
Well,
the
and you
venue.
squeeze everybody out.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know.
Yeah,
I try not to get anyone paid anywhere.
And the bands that are doing the small theaters, we're not even on the radar. They don't care about us. It's these stadiums, these Taylor Swift things. They're getting the big dollars. They're getting everyone's money, so they're not going to stop. It's going to continue to raise.
All right, today is September the 26th. Back in the day, 65 years ago, 1960, the first televised presidential debate took place in Chicago between JFK and a very sweaty Richard Nixon. 63 years ago, 1962, the Beverly Hillbillies debuted on CBS. 61 years ago, Gilligan's Island debuts on CBS. 56 years ago, 1969, The Brady Bunch premieres on ABC. That same day, the Beatles release Abbey Road. 43 years ago, 1982, Knight Rider debuts on NBC. 39 years ago, 1986, Crocodile Dundee was released, starring the still relevant master thespian Paul Hogan.
Movie's incredible.
35 years ago, 1990, the Motion Picture Association of America announces the debut of the NC-17 rating to replace the naughty-sounding X ratings. 22 years ago, 2003, Robert Palmer dies of a heart attack in Paris, France. He was only 54. 19 years ago, 2006, Weird Al Yankovic releases Straight Outta Linwood. That had White Nerdy and Canadian Idiot. You got your signed Weird Al poster?
Yes, I did. It arrived yesterday. And it's in my house, protected.
It
yeah, it's a good size.
Are you going to frame it?
It's in between. Yeah, I'll bring it in. It's in between the tour poster size and then the one you buy at the at the store.
Are you going to frame it?
Oh yeah, I'll definitely frame this. It's very. So I have it in a super secured location right now.
Right, you're
behind glass and everything, but I will get it framed.
And 8 years ago today in 2017, Fortnite Battle Royale was released, eventually becoming one of the most popular games worldwide. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
Kate Flannery and Oscar Nunez had a mini office reunion on last night's season finale of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Yes, the show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is still going. And they went all the way.
Who's the host?
Let's see.
Who wants to know?
They even called up Brian Baumgartner. That's Kevin for their phone a friend lifeline. So it was a full, office thing. I don't even know who hosts. But as for the $1 million question, I want to ask this to you guys. The word planet comes from an ancient.
Jimmy Kimmel.
The word planet comes from an ancient Greek word that literally means what? The options were powerful, immortal, stranger, and wanderer.
Wanderer.
The answer is
Wanderer.
Wanderer.
Nice.
Kate and Oscar will be splitting their winnings between Planned Parenthood and Philadelphia-based food bank called Philabundance.
Oh, they don't get to keep the money?
No, it's it's a charity thing. You think that would be a good PR for those guys to keep
Why does
keep the
everything have to
cash?
go to charity?
Because, man,
I think so.
showbiz. Showbiz.
Keep that. Listen, fine.
Speaking of showbiz, fresh off Coachella comes Stagecoach, the country music festival, returning April 24th to 2026.
So it's Coachella 2 weekends, and the following 2 weekends are Stagecoach?
I guess
So it's the country
it's just
version.
It's just one weekend. It's at the Empire Polo Club in Indio, California. Headliners include, and I want to ask you this, if you know anybody but one of these people.
Okay, go ahead.
Headliners, Cody Johnson.
Yes.
Lainey Wilson.
Yes.
Post Malone.
Yes.
Pitbull.
Mr. Worldwide?
Mr.
Is
Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide's playing
Wo-
Stagecoach?
It's not just going to be country. They're opening it up to Pitbull, Ludacris, Teddy Swims, Bush, Journey,
Bush?
Hootie and the Blowfish,
So it's a concert.
Little Big Town, and dozens more, including Big X the Plug. My son loves that guy. Counting Crows.
That's interesting.
They joined the revived Mustang stage, and Guy Fieri and Diplo, which are apparently are festival staples. Passes go on sale on October 2nd.
Bush is playing Stagecoach?
Bush is playing, Journey, Hootie,
The best country band out of England.
Ludacris. Yeah, so
That's interesting.
super interesting, right?
I wonder how the country fans feel about that.
I know. There's so many red hot artists right now. It's weird they don't go with country artists.
It sounds like a cool show. I'll be
Yeah,
honest with
actually,
you.
that is a great
It sounds like
lineup.
just another
I think it was
Coachella.
another concert.
It sounds actually like a state fair.
It sounds like Coachella.
Yeah.
Ozzy and Judas Priest, fans finally get to hear those two. It's Ozzy and Rob Halford together. Judas Priest and Ozzy's family have released a new version of War Pigs after missing Black Sabbath's farewell show. Remember?
Right,
they
there
were
was a
not
conflict in scheduling.
Halford called it a career highlight. Quote, "It's the first duet I've ever done with Ozzy, and I'm eternally grateful." Proceeds go to the Glenn Tipton Parkinson's Foundation and Cure Parkinson's Foundation, honoring both Tipton and Ozzy's battles with the disease. Check it out.
Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerers of death construction.
It's Rob Halford on the hi-hat.
Bodies burning as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh Lord, yeah.
Cool. All right, that's for charity single.
All right. Not going to charity. Taylor Swift is taking the life of a showgirl to late night. She will be on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon on October 6th, just 3 days after her album release.
October 6th. Let me put that on my calendar.
Well, you already have October 3rd on your calendar because that's when her album comes out.
So the album comes out October 3rd. She'll be on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, well, first of all, album out October 3rd.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce's birthday, October 5th. And then she'll be on Fallon October 6th.
What a week.
Best time,
I
man.
know, dude.
What a week.
Fallon teased the appearance in cryptic roulette-themed post landing on Swift's lucky number 13. This marks Taylor's 7th Tonight Show stop alongside guest Carrie Russell and a performance from The Format. Brian May, we were talking about this earlier. Brian May says Queen is seriously considering a Las Vegas Sphere residency after seeing the Eagles perform there. Quote, "The kind of show we could put on would be absolutely stupendous." While May admits that he's weary of traditional touring after 50 years, the Sphere gives the band a spectacular new stage without the grind of life on the road. I mean, this is a dream come true.
I don't think I would seek out going to see Queen at like Enterprise. But in a situation like this, I would.
I was talking, who was I talking to? Maybe it was the Under Oath guys or somebody. And I was saying, I don't care who's playing at the Sphere. I would see any show there.
So the Dead?
We were actually talking about the Dead. And somebody's like, well, yeah, I'd go see John Mayer. You know, John Mayer was with him there. And I was like, dude, listen, you could tell me a band I've never heard of.
And you would go.
I would go to anything there.
You think Warped Tour would ever do something like that? Where they'd have a few of their classic bands come in and do just kind of a crazy...
The Warped Tour?
Yeah, where they have, you know, like mix it in where they have
Is there
bands
enough
do a
of an
few
audience
songs?
to fill that place? I mean,
Yeah,
doing a one-off...
Well, think about all their classics, like
doing
the
a one-off,
Blink-182...
Yeah, but doing a one-off show would cost a lot of money. So it would have to be kind of a residency.
Well, yeah, residency, but where they do like the classic, their biggest bands come in and they kind of do...
You have to get these big heritage bands to do that because it costs so much money.
Yeah, it's
to
about
get
the
all that stuff
visuals.
done.
Because remember, I told you they got that it's like a mini Sphere in Burbank, and they have an entire team that's working on things years in advance.
It's awesome.
From movies to concerts to pitches.
That's just even like Kenny Chesney did well there, right? He's the barefoot guy.
I don't know.
He's the barefoot guy.
He
No
did
Shoes
pretty,
Nation.
Yeah, he did pretty well there. But even Kenny Chesney, I was like, oh man, that's okay.
I'd see anything there. One of the most famous homes in American history is now opening its doors to the public for the first time ever. The Brady Bunch House in North Hollywood. We've talked about this many times. It's now going to be accessible
I got
to fans.
chased away from there because we went and parked in front. Woody and I went down there.
You went to do the picture?
Yeah, and they were not thrilled.
Well, it's going to be open November 7th, 8th, and 9th. Bookings are already sold out, but you can register to be on a wait list or be notified if additional dates become available. When the show was in production back in the day, the house was only used for the exterior shots. So the inside of the Brady home was created on a soundstage. The inside of the actual house looked nothing like it. But HGTV bought the house in 2018. We talked about it on the story, and we were wondering what they're going to do, if they're going to do a tour. Yes, it's been renovated, so it actually does match the house from the show.
Didn't one of the NSYNC guys?
I thought so, but that's not mentioned in this article. But they did. They stripped the whole thing and made the inside look like the inside of the show. And, of course, they recorded a series called A Very Brady Renovation. Who knows when we'll see that. Alyssa Milano, now 52 years old, just announced on Instagram that she underwent surgery to remove her breast implants, calling it a step towards reclaiming her body.
Samantha.
She wrote... No, that's not Samantha. It's
Alyssa Milano?
It's Samantha.
I thought Samantha's not the mom?
Angela.
Angela's the mom. Sorry,
Angela's the
Samantha.
mom. Come on.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm
You
sorry.
had me questioning my existence right there.
She wrote that she's letting go of, quote, false narratives and a body she felt was sexualized and abused. Milano said that she once believed that implants were essential to being attractive, loved, or successful, but now emphasizes that her worth doesn't depend on them. She also expressed hope that her 11-year-old daughter will be spared similar pressure. She made it clear that this was her personal choice and not a judgment on others who chose differently. After the procedure, she posted that she's resting comfortably and thanked fans for their support.
Okay. That's a weird, thank you for your support.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Samantha!
Sacha Baron Cohen, 53, just spotted on a dinner date with 27-year-old OnlyFans creator Hannah Palmer. What's wrong with you, dude?
Very nice.
Hang on, let's get a picture.
Let's see what she looks like.
Let's get a picture of this gal. Let's see.
Anna Palmer, his ex-wife is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She is so freaking gorgeous.
Let's see. This is.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, applause again. Look at that picture and.
Wow. Wait.
Wow. Yeah.
He's in great shape. Yeah, have you seen recent pictures of him?
He doesn't look any different than he did 10, 15 years ago.
No, he was on the cover Men's Fitness. He's shredded now.
Really? Well, that tracks. This was just months after finalizing his $75 million divorce to the beautiful Isla Fisher. The pair were seen leaving the restaurant separately before getting into the same Cadillac Escalade. What a move. Here, you go out first and I'll follow you and nobody will get us a picture of us getting in the same Escalade. Sources say that they first met at Taika Waititi's 50th birthday party in Ibiza, with Rita Ora reportedly introducing them.
Wow.
Although the age gap raised eyebrows, insiders say that they, quote, seemed to be getting on really well.
I'm sure.
Cohen and Fisher, married in 2010. They share 3 children and announced their split in 2024 before finalizing the divorce this past June. So
She's a smoke show, huh?
Wow.
Hannah Palmer.
Wow.
And you're right about his.
Wow.
He is shredded.
Yeah, he's in great
Holy
shape.
smokes.
Yeah, good for you, Sasha. Acting legend Chuck Norris, now 85 years old, marked his birthday yesterday by hiking Lassen Peak in Northern California, a strenuous trail rising 10,457 feet. So good on that old guy.
He's awesome.
The round-trip
He's also
journey
in great
spans
shape.
about 5 miles and climbs 2,000 feet, usually taking about 4 to 5 hours to complete. He was on Instagram and he was reflecting on the trail's long recovery since the 2021 Dixie Fire, saying that while the damage is heartbreaking, the park's beauty still shines through. He also credited his wife for introducing him to the region's natural splendor. So, yeah, I thought there was going to be a Chuck Norris joke at the end of that, something about the mountain.
No, we don't joke about that.
The air doesn't get thin at the top of the mountain. It's running from Chuck.
Well, it's official. HBO Max wants to traumatize our children. What other reason could there be for them to produce a brand new animated version of Charlotte's Web? One of the greatest children's stories ever told until it becomes the most heart-wrenching, brutal freaking story in the history of mankind. Now, this one is a limited series. It's
Somebody
told...
takes a shoe and squishes
Oh,
Charlotte.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, spoiler alert, I'm done with this story, I guess. That's the updated version. Told in 3 parts. It's going to be released Thursday, October 2nd. Check that out on HBO Max. Amy Adams is in that. She's going to be Charlotte. Elijah Wood is Wilbur the Pig. Gene Smart is the narrator. The voice also has Cynthia Erivo, your favorite, Randall Park, and Rosario Dawson. HBO Max released a clip yesterday. If you want to check it out, it's all over the place. Comedy legend Bill Burr is in talks to join production of The Social Network Part 2. Yes, a follow-up to the 2010 Mark Zuckerberg biopic is coming, and it looks like Bill Burr is a part of it. William Shatner, we talked about this. He was in the hospital. He's now reassuring everybody on social media that he's doing well after he was rushed to the hospital for a medical emergency on Wednesday. He is not ready to be beamed up yet. New music out today. Mariah Carey has her 16th album. Doja Cat. Robert Plant put out his 12th solo album. Dang. Fred Armisen put out a 101-track record made entirely of noises like wine glass breaking in sync.
Yeah, we talked about that.
That was a dream of mine because I had a Disney one as a kid on vinyl.
Just sound effects? Yeah.
And-
I do remember that, actually.
And I wanted to do the same thing. I'm like,
Well,
they
Fred
made money.
Armisen's just done it.
Yeah,
Yep.
he did it.
Hardy's 4th record is out. Colby Kaye's 8th album is out. Lady A put out their 10th album. And that band President that we're playing on the point here just put out their debut EP. We all almost have our first fall in the books, even if it may not feel like it outside. And to help get the autumn state of mind, I have a playlist of cozy vibe songs. Cozy vibe songs. I'll give you some examples. Nora Jones, Don't Know Why. Beach House, Space Song. Number 13 is your favorite. Radiohead, High and Dry. Number 12, Head Over Heels, Tears for Fears. That song's great.
That song's great.
Billy Idol, Eyes Without a Face. Number 10 is Slow Dive, When the Sun Hits. Number 9 is Men I Trust, Show Me How. I have no idea what that is. Number 8 is Coldplay, Sparks. That is kind of an autumn song. Mazzy Star, Fade Into You, which, by the way, is having another resurgence. Mazzy Star, was this their only hit?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
So that Fade Into You song was big in the 90s and then kind of came back from like the Way Back Weekend type things. At
Yeah,
the
we
point
play that
where
on
it just
Way
Been in
Back.
movies and stuff too every once in a while.
My daughter loves it. And they must have had like a TikTok blow up or something.
Yeah.
I bet it's in a TV show.
There's a
or something.
live performance of her doing it that's kind of going around.
Really? Fade Into You, Mazzy Star, back on the charts as far as this goes. Number 7 in your coziest songs. Noah Khan.
Noah Khan?
Khan. Sorry, Noah Khan. Stick Season. Taylor Swift, August. The Smiths, This Night Has Opened My Eyes.
This is Fade Into You.
Number 3 is The Cure, Pictures of You. Number 2, your favorite, Fleetwood Mac, Landslide.
Oh, God.
And number 1 is The Beatles,
What Beatles song?
In My Life.
Oh.
In My Life is the number 1 cozy song for your playlist.
This is cozy.
Yeah. And I know it's weird, but when I was a young teenage boy, I thought, man, this gal's really pretty. No one agreed with me, though.
Mazzy
She
Star?
is. My God.
What does she look like?
Like this.
Oh, she's stunning.
She's
yeah.
stunning.
I've never seen, I don't think I've ever seen a visual.
You never watched the video?
She's walking on railroad tracks. How 90s? I can't see her, dude. It's a 90s video.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Stunning.
She's got a
It's
cool
a good
look.
tune.
You know what? She looks like a mix between Fiona Apple and is it not Natalie Imbruglia?
Natalie Cole.
No,
Natalie Merchant.
Tiger Lily. Yeah.
Natalie Merchant.
Natalie from Facts of Life.
Yes. All right, celebrities celebrating birthdays this weekend. Jenna Ortega, Wednesday Addams from Wednesday, is 23. Zach Top, that country singer who's having a
Yeah.
moment now, is 28.
Zach.
Hillary Duff, 38. Avril Lavigne, 41. Lil Wayne, 43. Serena Williams, 44. Bam Margera, he made it.
Yay.
He was 46.
Keep it going, buddy.
Gwyneth Paltrow, 53. He was Jesus in Passion of the Christ. Jim Caviezel,
Jim
57.
Diesel. Come on,
Have you seen that
Shots
Family Guy?
Brewery Incorporated.
Mira Sorvino, 58. Mark Maron, 62. Sarah Connor in The Terminator. Linda Hamilton, 69. All right, Jeffrey Jones. We know who Jeffrey Jones
Yeah,
is?
I like his personal life more than his.
Jeffrey Jones was Dean Rooney in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yes.
He was Winona Ryder's dad in Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, yeah.
And he is a registered sex offender now.
Yeah.
He's also in Howard the Duck.
That was a great use of his character and the kill off
In the new one?
in the new Beetlejuice. I
So-
thought I was like, what are they going to do with that guy?
Yeah.
So imagine, Dean Rooney from Ferris Bueller's Day Off in 03, he was arrested for possession of child porn and employing a 14-year-old boy to pose for pornographic photos. He pled no contest to a charge of inducing a minor to pose for sexually explicit photographs. He was ordered to register as a sex offender for life. A couple years ago, he was charged with failing to update his status.
But I've saw that he's been making the rounds again because he's doing Comic
No
Cons
way.
and
Is
all
he?
those. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, and people are getting pictures with him and everything.
Oh.
It was like,
Hey, by the way, somebody said Mazzy Star is the name of the band, not the singer.
I don't know what her name is. I just always thought it.
Whatever.
And somebody else said that Shatner is supposed to be in St. Louis, October 10th.
Whatever, too.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever, man.
Schwer Air
If you're
text
a pretty
line.
gal, you don't need a name.
Jonathan Goldsmith. This guy used to be the most interesting man in the world.
Oh,
From the Dos Equis beer commercials?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, real name Jonathan Goldsmith.
I don't normally do commercials.
Very disappointed. I thought he's some guy from Venezuela. Or
Yeah,
something
no,
cool.
it's Jonathan Goldsmith. He's 87.
All right.
And Bridget Bardot, still around.
Really?
Still around. 91 years old today. Happy birthday, Bridget
There's a
Bardot.
biopic coming out about her.
She was ugly too.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Jane Darling. And today's birthday girl's been in 408 fine films, including Austin Powers, International Horny Spy. She was in Big Butt Attack 8, Big Rack Attack, Camel Hose 2.
Twins Basil. If they make a Twins Basil gag
They
out
have
of
to.
that first one.
She was in The House of Shame, Manhammer 2, not Talladega Nights, but Talladega Nights, Wrestle with the Devil, and Who Can Forget a Role in 2002's Two in the Seat. What?
I don't even know what that means. Is that when we have to share a seatbelt?
I have no idea. Jane Darling's 45 years old. That's porno birthday. Those are crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities.
That's good.
We'll
Oh,
take-
no. I think I figured it
I
out.
thought it was about musical chairs.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. We'll come back, and Rafe will regale us with this week's E-Memoriam.
It's coming.
Evolution Fest this weekend, huh?
Yeah. It's going to be
So
awesome.
you got Sublime playing, you got Lenny Kravitz, TLC,
It's loaded.
everything out there in Forest Park. The Hives,
The Hives.
which
yes.
King Scott will be out with the Hives.
Oh, I'm sorry
Check
to hear
this
that.
out. With the
Oh, the
Hives.
band.
The band,
The
The
band.
Hives.
Oh, I thought something.
Saturday night at the White Castle in Fenton.
Yes.
That is a true thing that is happening.
Which is just a dream for me, by the way.
King Scott will be knighting the Hives
Yes.
at the White Castle in Fenton.
I mean, it's incredible to.
You've got your sword.
He just poked the microphone with his sword.
You're out there with Donnie, right? Donnie
Yeah,
Fandango's
Donnie's going to be out there.
too.
He's a big fan of the Hives, and he gets to interview him earlier in the day, and then he'll.
So it's going to be around 9 o'clock tomorrow night.
Yeah, around 9, come out there.
That's awesome.
And it's just going to be a blast. I mean, those guys are incredible.
I may go
They're
down
super
there, I'll
fun.
be honest with you.
Really? Oh, that'd be so fun. Yeah, and I mean, there's thank God it's in that location because they got a giant parking lot, so there's plenty of room. So come hang out and win some goodies.
It's across from the Wallies.
Yeah, right across
It's
the Wallies.
1789 Bowles Avenue, Fenton. Come hungry, get what you crave, because proceeds will go to support Chad's Coalition for Mental Health.
which is awesome. It's such a good cause, and it's just a fun night.
Dude, I
excited
love
for
the
it.
Hives. That's a great band.
Yeah, they're incredible live too.
Do they get their just dues?
Not
Man,
yet. We
been
need
around
to
for
give
a
it to
long
them.
time.
They're about to be knighted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, yep, they're about to.
guess
Saturday
so.
night they will get their due.
Rizzuto Fastlane Pick'em Challenge. The Seattle Seahawks won last night.
Despite their best efforts to give that game away.
Right.
Wow.
They were dominating most of that game, too.
Dominating.
Wound up being a pretty close game. One of us in this room did pick the Cardinals, and that person sits to my left, Mr. Moon.
That's me.
Moon Valjean.
That's me, who sided with the former Super Bowl winner.
I did see that. Kerry Davis
Yeah,
also picked the Cardinals.
So it's a wash. So sorry. We could be up by 1, and I blew it.
It's
Hey.
it's fine.
Listen,
got
man,
it.
I can't complain about anything.
Here's my issue this year and last year. I vote with my heart a little bit here and there because I got this stupid fantasy league, and I'm dead last right now. But Kyler Murray is my
Is your guy.
He's my quarterback, and so I was just like hoping, fingers crossed, and it played into my choice. Home team. The heck with it. I'm garbage.
Yeah, I got home around 9:15 last night from Hot Shots, and the Cardinals were losing 17-3, and I'm like, this is over. And they were in the third quarter. And I woke up this morning and go, whoa, man, it was a 3-point game?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Dude, this season I feel like every team is totally capable of just blowing astronomical leads.
Well, yeah. Don't forget,
Professionals on it.
by the way, if we are going to, because I know Sunday's our lock day, that there's an 8:30 a.m. game on Sunday, so we're going to get locked out.
that's the
so have
the
your
game in
picks
Ireland?
Yeah, there's an Ireland game, which I don't know. It's Steelers-Vikings in Ireland. Who you guys taking?
Oh man.
I believe I took the Steelers
I think
that
I went
game.
Steelers.
I have the Steelers. It's a cursed game for me because the Steelers are cursed. Whatever I choose, the Steelers are going to do. They do the opposite.
That's a tough game. That's
Yeah.
a tough one. I think I'm going to go Steelers, but
Because they're the home team, right?
Yeah, but it's Ireland, so yeah.
it's Ireland.
Ireland, yeah. Yeah.
I also
That's not how
kind
they
of
talk.
Sure, you betcha.
Every time I bet against the Steelers or I bet against Rodgers, they screw me.
Am I crazy if I take the Bucks over the Eagles?
No, I'm taking the
No,
Bucks.
I took the Bucks
You
as
are?
well.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like the Eagles are due.
Dude, the Eagles
They
are
haven't looked-
sloppy.
They looked good, but not.
Not as good
Not
as they
You know,
should.
I'm not going to say who I'm taking. I'm going to keep my mouth shut because I did so poorly last week. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
I just want to. I
took the Bucks
There's
as
some
well.
games that I'm wondering about. I'm asking the group.
Well, this is a week of half the games are.
I kind of think the
Either
Colts
way.
are going to beat the Rams.
I have the Colts as well. I'm going out, man. I'm going top.
Well,
top
fingers
or bottom,
crossed,
baby.
guys. We need a rebound this week.
There's
We're
some
down.
tough-
We're down 2-1.
Do it, Rafe. You and me, buddy.
We're going to see.
Hold hands.
Hold
Go over
hands.
that cliff,
First
Thelma
or
and Louise.
last.
Go over that cliff, Thelma and Louise. All right, guys, it's time to get to work.
Okay.
Because we got to say it's Friday. We got to say goodbye to some people.
We do need to say goodbye to some folks.
Rafe's putting his glasses on.
Daddy's putting his readers on because my eyes are not doing well right now. Things are falling apart. Today's E-Memoriam brought to you by me. And if you're not familiar with the E-Memoriam, it's something we do every Friday or try to. It's when we say goodbye to people we lost. As a show, it's like the Oscars in Memoriam. Sometimes it's topics we covered, things we found out about in pop culture and society. Sometimes it's listeners who get under our skin or just internet trolls who suck. Sometimes it's ourselves. No one is immune. Everyone's on the table. So let's get this week started.
Were there any trolls this week?
No.
I mean,
there were,
but
none memorial worthy. I don't just take every troll
I
that
know,
comes
it's
down the
special.
pipe. That would
gotta
the
be
memoriam for one thing it'd be a 27-minute ordeal. But I'll tell you what, we all got trolled this week with the first thing I'd like to talk about, and that's a new reality show idea I had called Rapture Island. We mourn yet another missed apocalypse this week, a rapture that stubbornly refused to arrive. Some say it's because the righteous weren't ready. Others say the Lord works in mysterious ways. I personally think it did happen and not a single person on earth got in, which is hilarious to me.
wow, didn't think about that.
Do you guys think about that
aspect?
That it actually did happen and we're all just
I would
POSs?
figure probably Scott would go though.
Yeah, Scott is kind of my canary in the coal mine for the rapture. So I'm assuming it didn't happen. And according to Facebook prophets and Twitter's finest uncles, nice try, Lord. Show us the Epstein files. That's right. People said this week that the rapture didn't happen because the Lord won't come back till the Epstein list is released, and I am fully on board. Yes,
That
apparently.
is one of the funniest things I read this week.
It's the best thing in the world to me. The best use of this conspiracy theory. That's right, folks. Apparently, heaven itself is bound by discovery deadlines. Jesus wants the names. And St. Peter refuses to open the gates, wink, wink, citing pending documentation. The trumpets didn't sound.
Oh.
Not because Gabriel overslept, just because he woke up and drew a line in the sand. The angels cannot separate wheat from chaff until the witness list is published, unredacted, and uploaded to Reddit, baby. And so Earth spins on, sinners still sinning, Clinton still Clinton, and conspiracy theorists still refreshing their browsers like apostles waiting for the Book of Epstein or the Gospel of Ghislaine to drop.
Gospel of Ghislaine.
I'd like to read that. The Lord may work in mysterious ways, boys, but he clearly doesn't work until the docket has been cleared. Once again, humanity survives the end times not through grace, but through bureaucracy. The four horsemen were saddled and waiting, but even they had to admit, no paperwork, no apocalypse. Famine even said, this seems fishier than Pestilence's diseased crown and Jeffrey's suicide video. Am I right? Come on. Thank you. Great sound effect. Yeah, that queued up. So farewell, rapture of
Four
2025. You got a four horseman drop?
That was a four horseman.
I didn't know that. You were penciled in, hyped up, and disappeared like the flight logs. But fear not, as long as the Epstein files remain closed, so do all 7 seals. Bye-bye. Next up this week, head science. In yet another pointless scientific study, they found that bouncing soccer headers off your dome ain't good for you. And gives you a mean case of soccer ball brain. Thank you, scientists. Hey, scientists, I think we can close the books on head impact research, okay? We all agree it ain't helping nobody get smarter. Let's go ahead and cancel the future power slap study and get some of these. We know that is not good, okay? We've watched the tape. We've seen the swollen heads and the chalk flying off people's temples. Let's get some of these scientists phoning it in to their head-butting drywall research grants on cancer, diabetes, women's reproductive health, or for the love of God, even swimmers here. The research is in. Head damage bad. We trust the science. Let's move on. Bye-bye. Speaking of heads, next up, snip slips, circumventing circumcisions. We found out this week that the fading practice of circumcision, the once great snip, now slipping into the shadows of medical history. More people not getting it.
Yeah, we did talk about that this week.
That's right. We learned that lobbyists over at the Foreskin Foundation have been very busy. That's right. That's right. I did a deep dive, guys.
The Foreskin Foundation.
That's
Didn't know
right.
that was a thing.
Yeah, the Foreskin Foundation. Oh, they're busy advancing what they call the big tip agenda.
The Foreskin Foundation of Greater St. Louis.
That's right.
Hilarious.
You can donate. Yes, folks, it's real. The push to let every man keep his own personal hoodie. There hasn't. That's right. There hasn't been this much obsession with the old flesh turtleneck since the book of Samuel, when young David was demanded by old King Saul to deliver 100 Philistine foreskins. And old ding-dong Dave, overachiever that he was, came back with 200 of them, just to prove a point. Look it up. It's true. His only reward, a wife named Michael.
What?
That's right.
That's in the book?
It's in the book, and a permanent place in biblical trivia, and the satisfaction of a job well done. Feel free to look that up. Now, as circumcisions decline, society's left adrift. The Moyles are moonlighting. The urologists are Uber drivers. In the locker room, it's starting to look like a medieval jousting tournament of snapping turtles where everybody forgot their helmets. Science claims this is progress. Activists call it freedom, but somewhere an entire generation of dads is staring at their sons' tallywhackers and muttering, "In my day, we left a little less mystery in the meat, and our charcuterie didn't come with cheese." So farewell. You had a good run. But as the snip gives way to the tip, it seems America's choosing to let it all hang out. Bye-bye. And speaking of cutting meats, a tasket, a tisket, a baby named Brisket. Gone too soon this week was a man's dream of naming his baby Brisket. There will be no Brisket Jones diary. Such a cool name, stamped out by a jealous brother. A man wanted to name his son Brisket, and his family wasn't having it. And no, Brisket Jones may have snuffed out a trend that I, for one, wish took off. This baby meat name trend, if it had gotten off the ground, imagine in 16 years that town could have had a starting lineup on their ball team like no other. Brisket Jones, Tri-Tip Thompson, Porterhouse Leibowitz, Sirloin Jenkins, Ribeye Washington, and of course, Flank Williams Jr.
I like that.
Nice.
Those boys would have went to state and smoked the competition. Let's just say those names would be rare and seared into our memory. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, one too many puns. I agree. But while we're on the subject of meaty names, the final installment of the E-Memoriam this week, a devilish man by the name of Lloyd Wang. The Deceiver. We had a conversation about Baywatch this week that unlodged an unpleasant childhood memory for Riz about a rumor that was started about him by one Lloyd Wang. He claimed to have traveled to Riz's house, peeked through the window, and witnessed him joeing to an episode of Baywatch.
So awesome.
Such an unfortunate thing.
It's so awesome.
It was
guys-
a Hobie-centric.
No.
It was.
It wasn't.
It was.
It was
very-
all Pam Anderson
It was
and
very
Tommy
Hobie
Buchanan.
Buchanan. It was a Hobie Buchanan episode. And he was Hobieing hard. But guys, here's the crazy thing. I did a little research on this, and it turns out J.R.R. Tolkien actually wrote a discarded prologue about this man. It was one of the forgotten books of Lord of the Rings. So if you will, Riz, please. Lord of the Wangs. Lord of the Rings. In the early 90s, in a time before the internet, there arose in the north a child sorcerer of mischief, Lloyd Wang, the great deceiver. With tongue sharper than Mithril's steel, Lloyd sought to ruin a young shinless hobbit from the Shire of Queens, a lad known then as Scott Daniel, later called Rizzuto. From the shadows of homeroom, Lloyd spun a rumor most foul. He claimed to have peered through the fogged windows of Riz's humble dwelling, bearing false witness to the boy hassling his hoff with great fury and an episode of Baywatch. This calumny spread like wildfire through the halls of Clarkstown South High, staining not only the Rizzuto name, but besmirching the honor of the Baywatch maidens, the most fair lady Pamela Anderson, Yasmin of Bleeth, Nicole of House Eggert, Erica Eleniac, daughter of Elrond, Carmen Electra, Queen of House Rodman and Navarro, and to a lesser degree, Alexandra Paul, who, though elven and fair, was often mistaken for a lesser maiden only because she was forced to stand beside the smoke show goddesses of the 11 realms. So unfortunately for her, they made her look like she belonged to the last homely house east of the sea, but I digress. Yet many believe Lloyd's venom did not spring from chance, nay, he wrought his slander as a shield to distract from his own cursed surname, Wang. For in those days before men, when the hallways echoed with the cruelty of children, what greater torment could one bear than to be forever tied to his own phallus-like moniker? Thus Lloyd the Deceiver in cowardice sought to cast the shadow of shame upon another. And so was born the lie of the Baywatch window. And young Riz, poor hobbit though he was, made the gravest of mistakes. He thrice denied. Instead of leaning into the jest, embracing the falsehood as if it were truth, he raged against it. And in doing so, he breathed life into the rumor. For nothing spreads faster in the halls of man than the scent of desperation. With each denial, the tale of Riz giving CPR to his little David Charvet grew more believable, until even the lockers themselves seemed to whisper it. So began the dark whisper that haunted young Riz through the age of locker rooms and cafeterias, until time itself buried the rumor beneath his own consciousness, lying dormant, sleeping, waiting in the dark corners of Riz's mind. But still in whispers the tale endures, the lie of Lloyd Wang. And though the rumor spread like pestilence in the halls of men, it did not prevail. For in the fullness of time, the shinless hobbit grew into the morning lord of the airwaves. From the ashes of Baywatch mockery arose the crown of best local radio host and STL headliner. And the laughter of many drowned the lie of the one. Thus it was foretold. The name of Wang shall wither in the shadows, but the house Rizzuto shall echo in the valley of dawn. Carried forth on eagle's wings, so long as men and women rise to commute and commune. For petty gossip dies with the whisperer, but legends endure with frequency modulations. Lloyd the whispermonger, the coward of the windowsill, the Baywatch betrayer, Wang, the shame-crafter, bringer of spite and shadow slanderer, we hereby toss you into the fires of Mount Doom. Bye-bye. And moving on to the real RIPs.
Oh, it's pretty dramatic, Rafe.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. Sorry you were slapping it to Baywatch.
Well, I was not.
I found the episode, too.
Well, the episode entitled Hobie Plucks Up the Courage to Rub Sun Lotion on a Woman Who Catches His Eye.
Yeah, which just happens to be Jenny McCarthy, but here it is. There he
Yeah,
is.
there was always something to Joe, too.
Rubbing lotion on Jenny.
Imagine all the not NRBs that kid was getting.
Oh, my God, yeah.
RBs.
I think he wound up, like, having some issues.
It's a GRB.
Yeah, that guy had
good reason.
Good reason.
He had some major.
Last
time I saw him, he had like a metal grill in and was trying to be a rapper, and it was not good.
Yeah.
Real RIPs from this week. Brett James, writer of Carrie Underwood's hit "Jesus Take the Wheel," ironically died in a plane crash.
Yeah, man, right?
Yeah.
57 years old,
Yikes.
which was a
His
wild,
family.
such a wild thing. It was a small engine plane. It went down. It's a shame. R.I.P. Brett James. And last week, I was gone for most of the weeks. We didn't do this, but we lost Robert Redford. Staple and legend of screen and film, passed away, and founder of Sundance Film Festival, all-around good dude, passed away at the age of 89. And that concludes this week's E-Memoriam.
Thank you, Rafe. Excellent. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with your Friday Fail Stories. Folks, time for your Friday Fail Story. All right, so these people had the perfect plan, so they thought. But that plan went completely sideways, and it became an uber, an ultra, dare I say it, mega. Guys, you ready? Here we go.
Fail.
All right, nice job,
You
everybody.
sounded great, boss.
Friday Fail Stories are sponsored by
Moritz Royce Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Rizzuto Show.
All right, so we're heading to Billings, Montana for a situation that is so unbelievably crazy you can't make this up. So this is a story about good intentions, bad ventilation, and a whole lot of methamphetamines. So picture this. It's a Wednesday afternoon at the Yellowstone Valley Animal Shelter. Now, the shelter is closed to the public, so the staff is busy cleaning and taking care of the 50 to 70 animals inside. Now, the shelter happens to rent its space from the city, and the building they're in is shared with a city-operated crematorium. Now, this crematorium is used for a couple things: cremating animal remains and, as the shelter staff was about to find out, for the FBI to burn confiscated narcotics.
Wow.
So around noon, while the staff is, doing their thing, they're working, they start to notice a weird chemical smell. Then thick, dark smoke begins seeping into the shelter through the shared HVAC system. Immediately, employees started feeling sick. They're coughing, they're sweating, they're getting dizzy, they're lightheaded. Now, their first instinct is to save the animals. So they start scrambling to get every single cat and dog out of the building as it fills with smoke. One employee said they were told that drugs were being burned, but they had no idea what that meant. Out of an abundance of caution, all 14 employees were sent to the hospital. And this is where the story goes from uh-oh to full-blown what? Now, while at the hospital, they get the official word from the city administrator that the FBI had been conducting a routine burn in the incinerator, and the drug they were destroying was methamphetamine. The entire animal shelter had just been hotboxed with meth fumes.
No.
Everyone's vacuuming.
So how does this even happen? According to a city official, a negative air pressure issue caused the smoke to get sucked from the incinerator back into the shelter. There was a giant 4-foot fan on site specifically to prevent this exact problem, but it was never turned on.
No. So it was a freak accident and a goof.
Yeah, but wait, the failure even gets more failure. The shelter's director said that she had been complaining to the city for 2 years about smoke leaking into their building during these evidence burns.
That quote was taken really quickly, by the way.
Yeah, she said it smelled like burning plastic and chemicals.
She was speaking extremely fast.
And she had been evacuated from the building several times before. She was concerned, so concerned, that she offered to have the shelter pay for its own private animal cremation services just to avoid the shared facility.
Dang.
And her concerns were ignored.
They didn't listen to me at all.
All 14 employees had to be treated in a hyperbaric oxygen chamber for hours.
Holy moly.
The animals, including tiny kittens with respiratory issues, had to be evacuated, washed down to remove the chemical residue, sent to foster homes or a vet clinic.
Man, that is tragic.
So this is, I don't think they'd have put any animals.
Fail.
Well, the good news is they'll never have to pay rent again for their spot.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's free for the rest of their time.
Have you seen The Mortician yet on HBO?
I started watching it. It's pretty slow. It's a slow documentary.
It's not quick, but I mean, it's another documentary, but it's pretty gripping here and there.
Downside of this is all those kittens are like stealing copper now.
Right.
I know, dude.
All the catalytic converters are missing.
This is
There's
what's
claw
going on.
marks all over my air conditioner unit.
Well, it does
Crack
look like
kittens.
yarn.
This guy probably shouldn't have been attracting attention to himself for multiple reasons here. A 28-year-old guy in Florida, Juan Leon, was arrested last week after he was caught doing a burnout at a red light. Now, the bigger problem was he'd been drinking, and the cops definitely noticed. Because Juan didn't do the burnout because he was hammered. He told police he was, quote, trying to impress girls.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to speak for an entire gender, but most girls probably don't think burnouts are as cool as guys think they are.
Wait, what?
I know Learn's not here today, but I would like her opinion on this.
I thought that was the coolest thing on the planet to girls.
The only good news is the cops probably wouldn't have noticed Juan if they didn't hear him revving his engine, which means he could have kept driving drunk and put innocent people at risk. Juan charged with DUI, reckless driving, aggravated assault, and criminal mischief for the damage he caused to the crosswalk.
Failed.
Now, same-day delivery services are convenient for food, right? Maybe last-minute toilet paper restocking or inflatable unicorns for spontaneous pool parties. I don't know. I don't own a pool.
We've done both.
But they're not ideal for procuring murder supplies. So on Monday morning, a DoorDash driver alerted police after making a very strange delivery to a motel in Sweetwater, Texas.
Sir, room 13, your duct tape, knife,
Not far
and
off.
rope are
Not
here.
far off. The complete list of items has not been released, but word has it the delivery included trash bags, zip ties, bleach, a hatchet, and more.
And a bag of lime.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
Wig, Groucho Marx glasses and mustache.
Latex gloves.
I mean, this is fairly obvious. At least try to disguise it by adding a unicorn pool float. So police say a 42-year-old guy named Neil Cooper placed an order on DoorDash for these kidnapping/murder tools. And when the cops showed up at his motel room, Neil refused to leave and warned officers that he was armed. Cops forced their way in, found a hostage inside. The hostage was rescued, but was later arrested on an outstanding warrant.
Oh, man.
What a day.
What a bummer.
Sounds like the warrant was drug-related. So this Neil guy was arrested for aggravated kidnapping, and there may be additional charges. It's unclear what he planned to do with the victim, but clearly it looks like it could have been a bad situation.
Well, good on the DoorDash driver.
Right? People are
man.
praising the DoorDash
That is
driver
awesome.
for seeing the red flags.
What did the hostage say?
Yo, man.
The hostage like, yeah, he was going to kill me. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Like there had to be some sort of conversation.
Well, we're glad we got here. What's your name?
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about
no,
that.
that's-
Thanks, guys.
You guys are the best.
All right, so some people are praising the driver for like, dude, you saw the red flags. Others are like, hey, you know what? I'm glad it worked out, for the best this time. But do you really want your DoorDash driver deciding your order is suspicious and calling the cops?
I mean, when it's that, I think that's pretty
Right. Well,
on the nose.
I'm more for praising the driver here.
Yeah.
Failed.
I mean, it's one thing if it's like a lumberjack business or
Slippery slope,
Yeah.
man. Slippery slope. Some criminals want to be rich or notorious, but this guy just wants to turn the world into a Looney Tunes cartoon or introduce more of us to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
cool.
A man in Georgia has been arrested after he was caught stealing manhole covers. And not just 2 or 3, 91 manhole covers.
Whoa.
Just this month.
Got to catch them all. Got to collect them all.
that's
Were
this guy-
they like the collectible ones where they have like different cityscapes and
Oh, yeah.
and art
This one's
on
made
them?
in St.
It's
Louis.
unclear why he was taking them.
Is it Japan that has like the there's some place where there's like real famous ones and you go like almost like landmarks like to get your picture.
Take a picture?
Yeah, there's something with that.
I don't know why he was taking these things.
What a strange
These
addiction.
these weren't just the smaller circular ones in urban streets. They were also larger storm drain covers from like residential neighborhoods. I don't know. He was caught on home surveillance cameras, and the covers were so heavy that he needed somebody else to help him carry them and put them in the trunk of his 2020 Nissan Kick.
Wow, what a
Whoa,
nerdy,
sweet.
what a nerdy
Sweet.
crime to be an accessory to.
Sweet ride.
Neighbors are worried like joggers could accidentally fall into these gaping holes.
Yeah, man.
Not to mention pets and children. It's possible he was grabbing them to sell at scrap yards,
Next up on TLC's My Strange Addiction.
stealing these things.
Yeah.
But this, so it's possible he was selling them, but there's not a lot of money in that. Yeah, it costs about $200 to replace one of these things, and officials are considering adding locks to them, which would add another $180. So if they replaced all 91 covers with locks, it'd cost around $35,000. This guy's been charged with theft of government property, and investigators say additional charges are likely.
Failed.
Idiot.
It's an interesting one.
There's audio to go along with this one. So there are at least there are at least 3 or 4 subtle signs that this woman in this story was not sober. See if you can spot them.
Okay.
24-year-old woman in Tampa got arrested after she drove the wrong way on the interstate, sideswiped a cop car, and claimed her husband was driving. But it was pretty clear he wasn't. So it happened about 2:30 a.m. last Saturday morning. They released the chest cam footage, and yeah, she was out of it. She was doing 60 on the shoulder, going the wrong direction, wouldn't pull over. She sideswiped a cop car when it got in her way. Then a cop behind her did a pit maneuver, and they boxed her in. So once she's out of the car, they asked if she realized she was going the wrong way of the interstate, and she says, "This interstate?" She also tried to claim her husband was the one driving and almost seemed like she believed it, but they knew it wasn't true because she was the only one in the car. Here's the audio.
Go out the other side.
Do you realize that you're going the wrong way on the interstate?
On this interstate?
Yeah, do you see all these lights coming towards us? Look straight ahead.
No, I do.
Right.
Babe, I do.
You were going the wrong way.
My husband's driving me home. It's just really
What do you mean? You were driving home.
No, he's driving us home.
You were just driving.
No. I was driving. I was like I was in the passenger seat.
Hey, is there anyone else in that car?
No, yeah.
Yeah, there's no one else in the car.
No, okay, maybe not that specific clear, but there was like me and my husband were in one car.
Until the rapture happened.
Man.
Oh, that's what happened.
He gone.
Yeah.
He's just up and bailed.
He's going the right way.
She's facing multiple charges for driving under the influence, aggravated fleeing to elude, and fleeing at a high speed.
Huh. That seems actually sad.
Yeah, dude, that's sad.
Listen, it's tough for teachers to keep up with kids, and I guess that extra cup of coffee doesn't always do the trick. A middle school math teacher in Louisiana facing charges for bringing cocaine into school. Cops showed up to the school in Baton Rouge on Tuesday to do a random drug sweep. They had a canine unit with them. The dog zeroed in on a bag belonging to 47-year-old Virginia Summers.
Wow, what a great name.
Virginia Summers?
It's a sentence
Sounds
and
nice.
it's a delightful. It's like a travel agency. Hey, Virginia Summers,
It's a sentence.
the beautiful Virginia Summers.
Husband.
So they searched the bag and found a small amount of cocaine in her wallet. She claimed it wasn't hers, belonged to a friend. But she admitted
That's no mine.
she did admit that she did snort some at an LSU tailgate the weekend before.
It happens by accident.
Yeah, go. What is it?
Go Tigers.
Yeah, go Tigers with an X.
They also searched her Honda CRV in the parking lot, found a small amount of weed. So she's facing charges for possession of cocaine, marijuana, drug paraphernalia, and for having them in a school zone.
Failed.
Couple more for you. Meet Joshua Hart.
Nice to meet you, Josh.
He's a 26-year-old guy from Worksop, England, who apparently decided his trousers were the perfect place to do his grocery shopping. So our story begins at a local Sainsbury's supermarket. Joshua was caught on camera with a brilliant 5-star heist plan to conceal several packs of fresh meat by stuffing them directly down his pants. The old meat in the trousers trick.
Yeah.
But the fail doesn't stop there. On the very same day, Joshua hit up another store, this time making off with more meat and, for some reason, washing detergent. So you have to wonder if he was planning a very strange dinner and laundry that night. And his prolific crime spree came to a rather predictable end just an hour later. Police spotted him casually hanging out near a canal, which led to a short chase and a not-so-dignified arrest. Appearing in court, he pleaded guilty to his meaty misadventures. And was rewarded with an 8-week jail sentence.
Congrats.
So let this be a lesson to all aspiring shoplifters. Crime doesn't pay, and your pants make a terrible meat locker.
That's a Save-A-Lot heist.
Failed.
And finally, Daniel Kearney of Kentucky has been accused of murdering his partner, Damian Poole, and creating a to-do list to dispose of the body and cover up his actions. So Damian's body was found tied at the ankles with nylon rope covered in sheets and towels with 2 gunshot wounds to the head, indicated he had been there for several days dead. Investigators discovered a checklist at the scene that included instructions to clean up the home, get rid of evidence, paint everything with an odor sealant, and dispose of Damian's body by burning it and spreading the ashes along highways in other states. All written down. Danny was arrested last week by Kentucky State Police in charge of murder, abuse of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and second-degree cruelty to animals, and is being held on $1 million bond. Neighbors described Daniel's relationship with Damien as volatile, with frequent arguments and gunshots heard in the area.
Fail.
I hate to end it that way. But those are your Friday fail stories. Hey, are our paranormal guys here yet?
I don't know. I think I saw one out in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Looks like they have arrived.
Oh,
They got proton packs on.
Let's get him in
They're
here.
haunting the lobby.
Let's get him in here. Frankie and Dan from Haunted Soulz Paranormal. They'll be in here. They got a big event this weekend at the Missouri State Penitentiary. An overnight investigation, guys. We'll chop it up with those fellows next. All right, welcome back to the program. Joining us in studio, you got Frankie, you got Dan from Haunted Soulz. You know, it's funny, Dan, I told the guys, I'm like, Dan's the guy with the big white beard, and now you have no
beard.
Big white beard.
Yeah, we're RIP in my beard.
Yeah, what happened to the beard? Yeah, we saw you on TV the other day. You had a big beard.
Dang, ghost stole it.
Annabelle,
Your face is haunted by stubble.
do not put magnesium in your beard. Just to give you that.
Wait.
Magnesium. What'd you do?
Yes, that happened. You
Spill
use
it?
it for like oil for your feet
Yeah.
and stuff to help your restless leg syndrome, and then it was in the same bottle as my beard oil, and I just woke up one morning and grabbed it and.
No way. And your beard fell off?
No, it
What color did it turn?
it melted. Yeah, it just melted.
Restless beard syndrome.
I get it.
Skittered away.
I get it.
Just ran away.
Yeah, if you come out to our events and find my beard, you win a prize.
Yeah. All right. So listen. So Haunted Soulz Paranormal takes you guys take people on investigations.
Souls with a Z.
Souls with a Z. So Haunted Soulz SULZ is your website. HauntedSoulz.com. So you guys take people on investigations. What has been, and we'll talk about your event tomorrow, but what's been your most unforgettable or terrifying experience with guests on one of your tours?
So I've been investigating for close to 30 years, and the Holy Grail is the full-bodied apparition that everybody tries to capture either with their sight or with cameras. We use body cam, which is different because we want to be integritous. We don't want people faking it. And so we use actually police body cam, and every one of my souls, our souls, carries body cam with them for different reasons, right? Because you're in the dark with people. People can make allegations.
Sure.
So we have everything on camera all the time, and it's recorded. So there's things that protect us, it protects them as well. And so we were there with a state senator, which I will not mention, but he wanted to do a ghost hunt. So we did a private for his chief of staff and the senator.
Where at?
This is at Emmaus Asylum. It's right here in Marthasville. That's our big location. That's the one we locked down. That's our location for a 3-year contract. Only our team does it.
You have exclusive rights to this.
Exclusive rights.
To this asylum.
Yes, because we're not demon
Marthasville.
hunters. So we're not about that life. So we don't believe in, we believe they exist, but we don't believe that we're just looking for demons.
So what are demon hunters as opposed to paranormal?
Mostly
investigators?
TikTokers, mostly young, mostly androgynous looking, and they basically scream in the dark. So, yeah.
Demons!
That's right up Rafe's alley.
No, they're out
He's
there.
androgynous and screams in the dark.
I'd bang all of them. The demons, the androgynous kids, all of it.
That's right. But yeah, so we basically were with the senator, and then we had 3 EMF detectors going off. I always use 3 different brands just to see. My thing is, like, if we can get all the equipment to work together, then something's there. If you're just looking at one thing, it's not enough for us to consider evidence. So we use 3 different brands of EMF. They're all skyrocketing. They're all going off the chart.
EMF, so electromagnetic
Fields.
Fields. Okay.
Yes.
So is that like the thing from Ghostbusters that
Correct. Yes.
that Egon had?
Yes. Ghostbusters is the best documentary on ghost hunting. So that's kind of how we look at
I
it.
never looked at it that way.
Yeah.
You're darn right it is.
Yeah.
Because Aykroyd's like
Correct.
all in. Aykroyd's
Correct.
all in. It's not
His parents were paranormal investigators.
yeah, it's not
Bigger
like an
than the
SNL
Warrens.
thing for Aykroyd. It's like life.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we've interviewed him before, and he talked about
Yeah.
that actually. When he wrote the script for that,
Yeah.
based on because he was he abducted by aliens or he had some kind of contact.
I don't know, but you can almost tell if you watch it back. If you watch it, just like a couple podcast interviews or something with Dan Aykroyd, and then watch Ghostbusters, you go, oh my god, This guy's living it. This wasn't even a script. He probably didn't even need a script.
Well, what about the scene where the ghost takes his pants off?
Well, that was probably happened.
That's kind of the haunting. I mean, that's an actual. That's the entity.
Is that what you guys are chasing?
Yeah.
That's the Holy Grail.
I've been chasing that ghost my whole life.
Yeah, you're in the dark. It's funny though. That night that we were with the senator and the state representative, one of the other guys climbed into this little hole in the wall, and he did find a pair of tidy whities in there.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
That's Dan Aykroyd.
Money well spent.
It was left behind by Zool.
So what happened at the asylum?
Yeah, so the EMFs are just ripping and roaring, and even though we have like probably 140 years combined experience on our team, like we're just all staring at it because we've never seen that type of phenomenon before. Like all of these are going off, so we're trying to debunk it. We're trying to see if there's electric wires, and there's nothing there. Nothing is setting these things off. Well, I call our best friend. He wasn't there. So my best friend, Jeremy King, we host Haunted Garage, and he's like, well, did you look around? Because the EMFs are going off. That means that something's happening. And I'm like,
Right.
We didn't look around, actually. Let me check the tape. Went to the tape, and then I called Dan probably at 3 o'clock in the morning like I usually do. I'm like, I'm sitting in my podcast room alone in the dark in my basement with my dog who's scared of everything. And I'm watching this video, and all of a sudden in the corridor it emerges. This child ghost just comes out.
Was it like? What does it look like?
So
what does a ghost look like?
We will definitely send it to you so you guys can see it, but it's nothing like anybody's ever described before. It looked like an actual child. He walks right out. He stands in the hallway, and it's not like a glimmer. It's not a peak. He's full-bodied.
Is it translucent? Like, can you see through it?
Is he wearing one of those little sailor outfits that they all put us in?
Like Robert the Doll? No. That would be weird, though.
Like, what's the outfit? Like, I always want to know what the outfit is.
He looks like he's wearing a gown, like a patient's gown, which would make sense because they had morphine kids.
Okay.
So think of fetal alcohol syndrome. Back in the day, after the Civil War, a lot of the moms were hooked on morphine, so the kids came out hooked on morphine. They would send these kids to the Emmaus Asylum. Some would live, some wouldn't. We believe he's part of that. And so he just walks out. He has this little gown on, and he's just sitting there staring, like moving his head. And I'm freaking out in my basement. I'm calling everybody. No one's answering their phone. Yeah, it's insane. And then like we showed it to the center. And he's like, "That really happened?" I'm like, "It's on the body cam. It's right there. I mean, there's no way
Was it on his body cam?
It was on the chief of staff's body cam.
Wow, that's cool.
So it's insane. And that was for me like the holy grail. I could almost quit ghost hunting. I'm like, all right, they're there.
My son is so into this stuff. Like, anytime I go upstairs, I'm like, what you watching? He's like, it's another haunted thing or a tour. Like all the YouTube channels. Like he is just obsessed. In fact, he's 15, so he doesn't respond to me very quickly.
Yes.
He's just like, a typical teenager.
Correct.
He responded immediately when I told him you guys were coming on.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, what's the channel? What's the channel?
Well, send them tomorrow.
Look at that.
So you guys tomorrow will be at the Missouri State Penitentiary for an overnight investigation.
Correct.
And people could come with you guys.
Yes.
So go to the Haunted Soulz website to buy tickets. I think only 8 tickets are left.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what can... So two parts here. So what makes the Missouri State Penitentiary, that location, so haunted, and what could people expect when they join you guys?
It is known as the 47 bloodiest acres in the state of Missouri. So it's just been so long. It was the biggest prison on this side since the Civil War, before Alcatraz was built.
Okay.
So there's a lot of deaths. A lot of
The 47
bloodiest
acres.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of pain in those hallways.
That prison was not built for luxury or, nowadays you see guys, and they got their own TVs and stuff like that. They have cells that they put it's only 5 foot tall, and they put 10 people in one cell.
Holy cow.
It's brutal.
And stuff, yeah. There was 40 people.
So a lot of pain, a lot of suffering.
A lot of riots.
And you get to go to the gas chamber, too, and actually sit in the seats in the gas chamber that 40 people
Would you
were.
want to do that, sit in the gas chamber seat? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You'd want to do that?
Yeah,
Strap me in, dude.
Dan caught an EVP in there, which was weird.
Actually, Maddie did. Maddie got the good EVP.
No, seriously, the one you played for me in the lobby.
Oh,
What's an EVP?
So EVP is electrical video thing.
Voice phenomenon.
Yeah, we put a recording on, and then you listen, you ask questions. And we were in your lobby, man. Your building's haunted.
Really? I was going to ask if the studio's haunted.
You want to hear it? I got it.
A lot of past
creepy,
radio
dude.
personalities.
Like,
No longer here.
I didn't know layoffs. I didn't know.
This has been a pretty
ghosts of employees
brutal
past.
couple
You ready?
years.
Yeah. Shh.
Okay.
That's crazy. You're right.
That sounds just like a guy that used to be down on ESPN.
No,
Okay, that is terrifying.
That was me.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute.
He's getting it.
No, I want to hear. No, I want to hear. I want to hear.
He thought that was on his phone.
I was like, that was phenomenal. I was like,
You did that bit. I was like, nice.
That's a me bit.
There's a phone call from the FCC is calling.
yeah, that was great, man. I appreciate that.
I want to hear. I want to hear.
All right, here we go.
I've never
Here we
seen
go.
anybody.
Get out of here.
That's crazy.
Goes to Melissa.
Yeah, I want to know if this building is haunted.
Do you guys ever get stuck with like what I would call Zach Bagginsers, where like do you guys get people stuck with you that are like just really over the top, scaring themselves and taking away from the credibility of what you're doing?
Yeah, our number one rule, we have a set of rules when you come to our events, is don't become a ghost. So, like, when you see things, don't go screaming and running down the hallway because it's dark.
Yeah, have
There's
some
lights
chill.
on. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
like, be
most of the
cool.
time, people turn lights on. Like, what is that? Well, you know.
Yeah, and then
it's
somebody gets
gone now.
blinded and they're seeing orbs the rest of the night. So it's like, you know, the Zach Baggins of the world. I mean, I'm not one of the haters of. I think we have an industry, we have a platform that we can help like these, because it's really about the locations, and we don't talk about that enough. And that money goes to these locations to keep them there. Like if you think about Missouri, and you guys are ghost hunters, I've listened to a lot of your shows. You guys are enthusiasts. I think you have a haunted barn or something.
Yeah.
But like the thing is that. We've lost Mineral Springs. We've lost Tri-County Truck Stop. We've lost Misty Manor. We're losing Bell. And when we lose these places, it's like Zach was the one that built the platform for us to do the things that we do to help these places. So yes, he's over the top and he's crazy and he does the thing.
And that's the TV. That's the guy on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
scary.
mean, they film.
just
I
like
tell people.
yeah.
He's also on
He's
TV.
scaring yourself.
He's also on
man.
TV. and
Yeah,
he's,
that's
you
what
know,
it takes to get on A&E.
Yeah. In 2 more years, he's on lifetime.
Well, it's like we tell people at the events, like it's ghost hunting's like fishing. It takes it a while. You can't just expect a ghost just to pop up and communicate. So, you know, they film for a TV show. They film for a week or two at a location, and then they put all that in 22 minutes. And then looks like they've been there for 1 night, 2 nights, and the place is going crazy.
What time? So what are the hours you guys will be out there tomorrow night?
7 p.m. till 3 a.m. We start wrapping up around 2:30. We got to check all the cells. That's the scariest part of the ghost hunters. That's why when you wear the vest, when you get badged in for our team, it's 16 weeks of training. And one of the things is the 3 lonely walks. You have to do things by yourself for hours. You have to investigate by yourself. Your body cammed up. And if you're showing signs of weakness, like you can't do this, because MSP in particular, there's a bunch of buildings, and you're sent alone to grab equipment, make sure people aren't hiding out, make sure people aren't staying in cells. You got to do it alone. And
I used to try to run up from my basement, like shut the lights off, and get upstairs before the lights were where everything was.
somebody
dark.
was going to grab your foot.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a commonality. But yeah, so we'll do that from 7 p.m. till about 2:30 a.m. The Sheila and Jenny over there are just incredible with their history. Like the actual team that works at MSP, they know their history, which is awesome, because they'll talk first and they'll be like, do not close yourself in these cells. We don't have keys.
Oh, geez.
and I'll be damned if 2 people don't do it every year.
And close themselves in the cell.
They're there the whole weekend. The whole
Yeah,
weekend.
because they have to get a locksmith to come out. They don't have keys. So
What a nightmare.
Awesome.
we're just going to take Riz and just put Riz.
No,
Close the door.
You literally have to
You guys
sleep
have
there.
film of that? I want to see that. I want to see the people locked in that are
Hey,
like, are you serious?
We are developing punishment ideas.
I
man.
want the moment where you tell them you have to stay overnight and over the weekend because we can't get a locksmith out.
If you want punishment,
Here's
you need
some
to come out.
gushers.
You need to come out to Emmaus out in Marthasville. We have this building is just off.
Oh,
It's
we're gonna
just-
call you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you guys
are
come
more-
out anytime. I mean, we're doing events every Saturday through
love it.
October, and even Halloween night we got an event there.
Have you guys ever been to? I was in Eureka Springs, and the Crescent Hotel was
Yep.
down there.
Yep.
And that's like a super haunted. It was like some guy that was like a flim flam man or something in the 30s, and
Fake doctor.
fake cancer treatments, and was like killing people and burying them in the rose garden. And
Yes.
there's all kinds. You guys have been there?
Yeah,
I haven't been there personally myself.
I've been there. My good friend Colton Scrivener, he has a huge book coming out on the Project of Fear. He lives there. He has the Peabody, owns the Peabody. We've done it together. So the Crescent is interesting because they don't allow you to do overnights because it's a hotel. They're trying to make money, so it's hard to be like knocking on people's door at 3 o'clock in the morning. But yes, the doctor basically cured somebody because he took the mineral water that was coming from the springs and he basically put it in the person's eyes. His eyes were dirty, and basically the dirt came out of his eyes and he could see, and then this whole thing. The story is actually pretty funny as to how he created this global place where he was stealing insurance money, essentially. And
So he just washed somebody's eyes and said, I cured this guy.
that's the whole thing.
Mineral Springs in Alton. That's now was one of our biggest haunts.
Yes.
Someone bought the hotel and don't want ghost hunters there no more.
Yep.
But they got their big start because they dug in the basement, found the spring. The guy had the hiccups, drank it, cured his hiccups.
It says it's magical.
Yep, it's magical. And all these people came there.
All right, so of all these places, so locally here, you got, the Sally House, the Exorcist House,
Yeah.
Lemp Mansion. Which one of those places gives you, like, the biggest chills?
For
Sally House.
me, it's Sally, because Sally was never cleared. So my background is I'm a demon ontologist, not ologist. I can't do exorcisms, but I study demons, 70 Semitic languages. So I try to understand the origin of demon, which is why I have a problem with demon hunters. They don't get it right at any time. But the Sally House, I know Tony and Deb Pickman. They're good friends of mine. They used to be on my team. And even Tony Pickman, where the whole story originates from, won't go there. He won't even go down the block.
Can you tell the story of the Sally House, like, real quick? And
Essentially, Sally House was they had rented this place, and it was basically made its fame on TV, like sightings and stuff like that. And they would basically carry the people around. Tony and Deb, they started seeing this apparition. They would start playing with dolls in a room. They put all the dolls in a circle, and they're like, "What's going on in this room?" They thought it was one of the kids, but it's not. Over time, to make it short, it becomes this entity that it names itself Sally. And Deb becomes kind of obsessed with having this daughter, having this child. And so they treat it as part of the family. The minute they do that, they invite it into their homes. And when that happens, all hell breaks loose. The book they wrote was pretty insane because it's the actual account of it. But Sally basically had Tony almost killing his family at some point in the book. And so he gets out of there.
Some Shining stuff.
It's Shining stuff. It's more Animeville, where they just leave. They just leave, and everything that was left behind. But since Tony was touched, Tony can absorb demons. He can actually still see them. They still haunt him. He was at a Paracon we were at in Kansas. He was getting scratched to death as soon as he walked in. Yeah. He's no BS. The guy is real. He's the real deal. He salted the earth. He's a mill worker. He's just salted the earth. And he got out of the paranormal for 3 years. Their marriage was going, erupted. The actual entity is taken in a picture. They all get together.
Right.
And they say, take your Christmas picture. They bought it presents and stuff like that for Christmas. They take this picture.
So the apparition was in the family photos?
Yes, and it is horrifying looking. That's when they knew something was
Roland
off.
Mills.
went to the mall?
Yeah. Took this demon to the mall, dude.
Famous
Took him to
shots.
JCPenney.
You guys both stay away from Ouija boards?
Yes.
Yeah?
Because
You
of
do?
that reason,
What's your
yeah.
take on them?
They're real, but we just don't play with them. We don't allow them at our events either.
So don't bring a
What
Ouija
about
board.
charcuterie boards?
No.
Charcuterie boards, yes.
Hey,
Charcuterie board.
Hey, those are snackle boards, man.
All right.
We do snackle boards. We actually do hot
That's all I
dogs, too.
care
Look at
about.
me, man.
I'll have my hand on a cheese wedge.
Yeah.
Trying to let the jellies and jams speak to me.
Frankie, you're going to be on Ghosts Off the Grid?
Yes,
Yes,
we are.
we
We
are.
both are.
Oh, you
yes.
both are. Nice.
Yeah.
Even
Discovery
Maddie
Plus?
actually has a huge thing, too. So
Oh,
she
congratulations.
gets to be on. Yeah.
So tease that a little bit.
So it's a Canadian-based, it's Discovery International. They're a Canadian TV show that came down here to the United States and did a show at Emmaus Village. We spent 2 days with them filming and stuff.
They're
And,
legit.
Yeah, they're really good. So actually, we just heard that they get green-lighted for a third season, and they're going to come back because we do actually have another location that we do called Arcadia Academy, which is priests and nuns haunt that, and it's down in Ironton, Missouri.
Scary. And if you guys do come out, just bring yourselves. We got all the equipment you can use, all the body cams. Don't think about, just bring yourselves. And just make sure you're ready to stay up late. But the jitters will basically get you the adrenaline flowing there. But yeah, so, I mean, the show is great because Ghost Off Grid actually does the stuff off grid. They want these places in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
like Arcadia.
Marthasville.
Yes, like Marthasville. And they don't have a staging crew. They came in with cameras and 2 guys. And we watched them the whole time. They didn't make anything up. If they didn't get anything, they didn't get anything. And I think that's why they keep getting renewed, because they are authentic kids, man. They're good people. Like, they're trying to get the right stuff.
They're from Canada, and they thought they were here in February, and they were like, it's too cold here.
Yeah.
They were going to Walmart.
Really?
They had their guy going to Walmart to buy him coats and stuff.
really?
They're like, yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. You're up north. You would think that would be.
Yeah, Winnipeg.
Cool.
They're
Yeah,
from
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg.
Have you guys done anything down in New Orleans?
Oh, yeah.
That's got.
I've been there, but I haven't.
That's got to be the most haunted of the cities.
Just so haunted. You don't even know if you're talking to a person or a ghost.
Yeah, I just
Like,
watched
that's how
that-
bad it is.
I just watched that documentary on Netflix, the Katrina one. It's
Yeah.
a 3-episode.
Yeah.
Devastating.
Crazy.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, it's got a. Well, it's I'm from Miami, Florida originally. So we have Robert the Doll in Key West, which we mentioned earlier. But New Orleans, there's nothing that comes close to New Orleans. And the thing is that when you see like houses for sale, it'll say haunted, not haunted on the actual sale because it is.
Oh, man.
And yeah, the haunted ones bring a little bit more money because you get an extra guest in there.
Yeah.
I wish ghosts could clean, but I guess they don't want to do that as part of their daily routine. But like in New Orleans itself, there's just so many different ones, like, especially the Andrew Jackson Hotel, the yellow one. That one is like, not a lot of people talk about that one. The Carousel Bar. Whew.
So I think, Rafe's looking for a house. I think you should call these guys in.
Yeah,
before-
dude. If I can get a discount,
You
pack
guys are
them in.
free. You guys
can
don't-
have as many ghosts as you need in there.
No, use you guys as leverage as far as, hey, we think this place is haunted. Knock a couple $1,000 off the price.
Yeah. I just did a podcast about that house in New York. Someone sued and won that they bought a house that was haunted, wasn't disclosed, sued the person that sold it to them and won the case. And now it's like it's a thing you have to do. It's the Supreme Court.
Oh, yeah, because I don't think in this state you need to just, like, if
You
somebody
don't.
was murdered in the house or somebody died in the house, you don't need to, you don't need to disclose that.
One of my old college roommate was a SLU cop for a while, and they kept their bikes on the floor where the exorcism actually happened out there or whatever.
Yep.
And they had it all sealed off with all the old, like, just like a room, but it was like it looks like it was like a time capsule because they left everything in because they thought the objects might be haunted.
Yeah.
So it's like there was like an old water basin, an old like bed from the 50s, all the curtains and drapes, and nobody went in there. But the bike, when he get bike patrol, they kept their bikes on the same floor where it was sealed off, and he'd call me at 3 a.m. because he knew I'd be up. And he'd be like, "Hey, what are you doing, man?" And I'm like, "Nothing. What are you doing?" He's like, "I got to walk through." He's like, so scared to walk through. I'm like, "Dude, you have a gun." And he's like, "Guns don't kill ghosts, man." And he would get all freaked out.
I talk to myself. When I'm going through a haunted location, I just start talking to myself because I'm like, I don't want to hear footsteps behind me.
Everybody does that.
You can calm yourself down.
I sing, I talk to myself.
Yeah, Maddie, what's the freakiest thing you've seen?
Oh, I saw the crawler in Missouri State Penitentiary down on D3. It was my first ever time ghost hunting.
Crawler?
Yep.
What is that? What is that?
It's a shadow entity that crawls on the floor. Sometimes it crawls on the wall. Sometimes it crawls on the ceiling, and you see it move from the floor to the wall to the ceiling. And my first ever ghost hunt, I will look down the hallway, complete black, and I saw this shadowy figure just start crawling on the wall. It was my first ever time.
They have an interesting history. They're also known as egregores. What it is a manifestation of people's negative intentions to go into the prison, and they basically form these entities based on your own manifestations. So crawlers don't really have a persona per se. They were never able-bodied, so they're not disembodied. So they're part of this realm that's become bigger and bigger. And when because when she says it's pitch black, the crawler looks like matte black on gloss. You will still see it even though it's black. It's a very creepy experience.
You guys talk about that place up in Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Rave.
The Rave.
Yeah.
Have you guys been up there?
That's
The
the one where they
Eagles?
created the damn. I think they brought it in,
Brought what in?
the crawler.
Oh, you're
in
kidding.
Yeah, yeah. There was a. If it's the same place, it was at Shakers, the bar.
It's a huge venue.
Yeah.
It has like 3 different venues in it.
What was the original
and
name?
it was
Eagles Gym?
Well, there's the Eagles Ballroom upstairs.
Okay.
It was used. There's a lot of weird insignia. Some of it like maybe Nazi
Interesting.
related, and then it was used as a speakeasy. So there's tons of hidden rooms, and I mean tons of hidden rooms. It is catty corner to the hotel where Dahmer was picking up boys.
Yes.
Yeah, and
He was picking up
McDonald's.
boys at the rave because there used to be tunnels that went from the rave to the
That's correct.
hotel.
Ambassador.
Yeah,
But
that's
the
right
Ra-
in front of the Pfister too. That Pfister tour goes right. The big 5-star hotel.
Yeah, and
Yep.
and the rave has a basement with a pool that was supposedly haunted, and they locked it out. But bands like broke in because it's down by the dressing rooms, and you go underneath the pool to these boiler rooms. But above the ballroom upstairs is like the creepiest catwalk thing you've ever been on, with hidden rooms, all sorts of like.
Well, you've been in there. Like,
Oh, yeah,
can you
like,
feel
I just explore.
Weird.
Yo, it's a creepy building on its own. I personally like to be in those situations and bring people up and scare them. There's this strange spiral staircases that are not built for normal-sized humans. Like, you got to go down. I love taking people up
Yeah,
there and just
it's-
scaring the living crap out of them. You guys would have a field day. I mean, it would take you weeks to explore all the creepiness
bizarre.
and the weirdness. I've walked through the ducts. The air ducts are so big you can walk through them, and you can find the fan room, and there's like miniature furniture up there, dude. It's the creepiest place. I've ever been.
I had strep throat real bad. I was working for a band that went through there, and I was puking. I could barely see straight. And I just went to one of those back rooms because there's couches everywhere. They have tons of rooms, and I'm like, I don't even care if this place is haunted. I am sleeping right now.
Yeah, it's
was
such
awesome.
an eerie.
Yeah, it's a
place.
weird place.
And I don't know what you're allowed to go in anymore because they change it all the time. They lock it down, and it's it's a must. You guys got to call them and see like on a day off, and just go through the pool, go through the boiler room, go through the attic.
Yeah, get on the roof, take a peek at the ambassador.
Yeah, you can sneak up to the roof.
I'm sad that Lauren isn't here because she went to Salem. She went to Salem, Massachusetts for a couple of days.
wow.
So this is right up her alley.
That's her favorite, right?
Yes.
Salem?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's there now.
Lauren.
She
Yeah.
went there now. Well, did you hear about the whole thing with, why the whole Salem witch trials, went on? It was the fungus that got in the corn.
Yep.
You hear about that?
Yep.
Conspiracy theory?
Yep.
That it was
Also,
actually-
yeah, go ahead.
It was just actually the town's minerals that were causing everything to go crazy. It wasn't even the conspiracies. It was the town's minerals that were.
Well, it was like it was a certain.
They were all tripping.
They were all tripping. They were all
No
hallucinating
way.
because the corn had fungus on it,
Yeah.
and which causes hallucinations. And they were thinking they were seeing witches.
The one guy allergic to corn is looking around just going, man,
what the
y'all are
hell's wrong with
talking
you guys?
crazy.
That was Giles Corey. Giles Corey, like, what are you guys talking about?
Like, what are you guys
I don't know if
doing?
she would be. I don't think her heart rate could handle any of this.
Going to the penitentiary.
Yeah, I think she's in her spot now. Salem is her spot. It's history. It's steeped in. I
Right.
mean, she does like a lot of the Wiccan stuff, but I think if you took her in an old abandoned prison and locked
she'd
her in,
lose her mind.
or she could get locked in a cell.
Oh my God.
I hope she doesn't smoke out of the corn
could be
pipes up
wrong.
there.
Where can I find this? Where can I find this family photo with the Sally thing? I'm trying to
it
find that.
might be.
Is it Sally SALLIE? Is that the,
Yes,
the
that's
Sally
correct.
House, right?
Yes,
'Cause
Sally
there's
House.
Correct.
A lot of stuff about this.
Yeah,
Sally
it was on.
House.
They definitely show it in the TV series. It's really creepy. It's just like, what is that? And it's just like this muddled thing holding this thing. That's where I saw it originally. I mean, that show's from like the 90s, I think. I mean, Tony was young in that. But like, if she's been to Salem, she has to do Tarrytown, which is Sleepy Hollow in New York. That's
where I was born.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Event on the
You were
Hudson.
born in
I was
Tarrytown?
born in Tarrytown, New York.
Tarrytown.
Really?
That's
There's
right.
the headless
Which is
horseman
now
or the
Sleepy-
shinless
which is
man.
now Sleepy Hollow. Yeah.
Yep.
That's right. Tarrytown Hospital.
Yep.
That's where I was born.
It's one of the
Shinless
best
Horseman.
cemeteries in the world.
Is that, yeah. The Shinless Horseman?
Not as scary. Wasn't quite as scary as.
Shin-shaped pumpkins.
No, we
Hate
were
you guys,
workshopping
okay?
it. They were workshopping it.
Throwing cucumbers at people.
His feet didn't reach the stirrups.
If you listen closely, you'll hear the Shinless Horseman.
Yeah, running on a pony.
Clack, clack, clack. His feet hitting the rib cage of the horse.
You're a myth up there, dude.
Man, it explains a lot.
So you guys would fit right in with our crew. I mean,
yeah.
this is when you get the best activity is when you're just having fun.
Yeah, that's
And
what
then,
it's all. That's
and then
what it's
all of a
about.
sudden, like, what was that? Like something wants to join in, like, oh yeah, I'm with you, but I'm dead.
You just
Like,
hear a
you know?
voice of like, wait a minute.
It's when you
You
start
wouldn't-
seeing the doppelgangers when
Yeah.
that happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. Well, listen. Tomorrow, you guys will be at the Missouri State Penitentiary, an overnight investigation. Couple tickets left. HauntedSoulz.com. SOULZ.
Correct.
And all the information's on there. Get tickets. You guys do these events all the time. And then you have your thing up there in Marthasville,
Yes.
which you do how many times a week?
Every Saturday is an overnight investigation. October 4th's big. If I could just, shameless plug.
Yeah, please.
We're doing something with Pride, and we're doing something with Stray Rescue STL. So all the money that the Souls take in from that event on October 4th goes to Stray Rescue STL. We're big dog and cat guys, so we love to help the animals. And they've done such a great job with everything in St. Louis. They're overwhelmed right now. And so we're trying to do our part. So on October 4th at Emmaus Village, it's all the money that the Souls get. We have to give money to the property, but the split that we usually get is going to Stray
Nice.
Rescue STL.
That's awesome.
So, and we're
you guys
celebrating
got some
Pride.
sweet merch too.
Yeah.
We do. Yeah, we have some fun stuff.
Yeah, no. So we're on Facebook too, Haunted Soulz on Facebook. We also have our tickets available. That's a direct link to our website, and then our YouTube too. We do a podcast every Tuesday.
It's live.
and it's live, and we talk about everything and anything. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, we'd love to head out to the Emmaus Village.
Oh, yeah.
And check that out.
You still in your barn?
yeah.
That's a whole other thing. I don't have the barn anymore. It collapsed in on itself. Oh.
The land's still haunted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's
land.
true. All right, listen. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll come up to the village. Make sure you watch the podcast or listen to the podcast and get tickets for tomorrow's Missouri State Penitentiary overnight investigation. HauntedSouls.com. All right, we'll take a break.
Thanks, guys.
I'll come back. I think we got time for quick sports report. St. Louis' own Tim Convey joins us.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, buddy.
How you guys doing?
Oh, so good.
Yeah?
You look good. You
Friday.
feeling good?
I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling pretty good.
Well,
yeah.
listen, you got
It's a big day for you, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Big
you
day.
got a special coming out today.
Yeah, it came out 8 a.m. this morning. They released it. It's Nate Bargatze's YouTube channel, free up there. It's just 15 minutes, super short. But yeah, it's the first comedy I've ever put online.
So this is your first ever stand-up special.
Yeah, and I've been doing it for 10 years.
Yeah,
but
no.
I was way precious, and now this is out, and I'm freaking out.
This is a big deal.
It's cool. It's awesome. It's a
Why
big
are you
deal.
freaking out?
Because you just don't you're in the clubs and people respond and it's great and you know, okay, that went well. But like online, you're up against everything that's out there at all. You know what I mean? So what are
Yeah,
people
I mean,
gonna
you're up
say?
against
Just
like dogs doing cute things.
exactly adorable children,
YouTube recipes.
conspiracy theories,
Right.
all kinds of terrible things.
You know, I've been watching a lot of people playing slot machines. I don't know why, for some reason, that algorithm has hit my.
You're kidding me.
Yeah,
That-
I swear to God.
do they
Other people
win? Or
get-
is
Yeah,
it
it's
just,
people.
they're winning.
It's
Okay.
people winning at slot machines.
Other people win.
Other
Really?
people. So I will catch myself going, "Why are you wasting your time? Like, what are you
Yeah.
doing? You're scrolling. You're doing YouTube shorts of people playing slot machines. You bum.
That's
Go do
amazing.
something."
But you know what's crazy? As people listen, we were like, oh, Tim's special, it's on YouTube. A couple people got on there. As soon as you were like, man, you know what's cool? Slot machines. Everybody type that right
Okay,
in.
well,
no, I'm
once
just
you-
saying that's how it is.
once you catch yourself like spending 45 minutes watching people play slot machines, go, "Oh my God, Tim's special's on here."
Yes, good. Associate me with slot
Right.
machines. I like that. But yeah, it's on there.
Like, I don't know what I did to hit that particular algorithm
You
like-
stare at it. You watch.
of like, this guy wants to watch people play slot machines.
I've never even heard of that. That's so strange.
Oh, it's a whole.
So is part of the anticipation on which poll they're gonna win?
No, there
You
are
can't
these-
even explain it.
I can't even explain
It's you
it.
gambling without your money. It's you getting to have
Feel the weight.
And you know what? Sometimes they win and sometimes they lose.
Oh my gosh!
This
so
is like
it's not
gambling.
just winning.
It's not just winning. Honestly,
You're virtually slot machining.
This is the Twitch.
This is
Watching people play video games.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm watching people play slot machines.
That's boomer Twitch.
And like,
Yeah.
well, they'll win like a lot of money and I'll be excited for them and then
Yeah.
realize it's not me.
Well, it's like kids. It's like kids watching toy unboxing.
I know.
It's like you don't get to play with
I
it.
know.
You don't get that money. It's the same thing.
No, I also watched this guy play blackjack. I don't know. I guess it's better than going to the casino and using my own money.
You do a gambling
Absolutely.
podcast, so it's not a stretch that the
No,
algorithm.
it's not a stretch. But
Hey,
it's not me going to Ameristar and actually using my kids' college funds and playing
And
baccarat
doubling.
Right.
or playing slot machines myself.
Are you a slots guy when you go?
No, I'm not even a
Really?
slot machine guy.
Oh, you're a day away from the police scanner. Just sitting around the house listening to the police scanner.
Well, you know what's funny is like that's a whole thing on TikTok and Instagram. Like
What do you mean?
it's all
yeah.
the body cam videos and all the.
Yeah.
It's basically cops on TikTok.
I mean, that was my grandparents' thing growing up. My grandma loved it. They got a police scanner and they just sit around. They didn't know what anything meant. They just knew there was a one.
That's reality TV.
There was a 113 over in Heron, Illinois tonight.
You
And
gotta
what's
be
that
kidding
mean?
me.
Like, don't know, but it sounds serious.
Yeah. And there's
Heroin?
an urgency to it, so it's fun to listen to. But I get caught in a lot of the body cam stuff, but people make fake ones now all the time.
I know. Yeah, some of the really cool ones, and I go to the comments and like,
Not
fake.
really.
I'm like, no, fooled again.
Yep. Back
So
to slot
disappointing.
machine.
Damn it! Back to my slot machine YouTube shorts.
Where they don't
No.
fake it.
No, and there are people that bet like $100 a pull. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Join me.
I got to get in on this. I'm all about it.
Come on over to this side of YouTube.
I'll do it.
I know it's a little pathetic.
And then how many do you watch until your algorithm shifts? Do you ever worry about that? You're watching, you're like, I'm a little curious
I
about
do,
this.
and now you start
If I watch
intentionally-
one more, it's all I'm going to
No,
get.
I've been
Yeah, you
shifting
start
over-
intentionally flipping. You're like, oh, I want to see this, but I can't.
Yep.
I got.
It's been switched over to scenes from The Sopranos.
I get a lot of that too.
I don't know what I did, but now it's feeding me like shorts from The Sopranos.
Your last name is Rizzuto.
Yeah.
It's an
That has
automatic
nothing to
feed.
do with it.
I
Your spaghetti
bet YouTube's
recipes.
feeding it to you.
Yeah, maybe I looked up one too many gabagool recipes.
Yep. These guys. Johnny Gabagool over here. Let's just feed him Sopranos clips. He'll stay on here forever.
Let's talk about the special. So you filmed it in Nashville.
In Nashville, back in June, and it was great. There's a place called The Lab in Nashville, and it was awesome.
Why'd you do Nashville?
Because that's where, so they shoot all these showcases over 3 nights. They shot like 30 of them.
This is all Nateland stuff.
All Nateland stuff.
Cool.
And
It's a good
so
room.
I get there, great rooms, and everybody super cool. But I get there, and I knew that Yakov Smirnoff, who you guys have had in,
Love that man.
he was shooting one too. Well, he got rescheduled, so I get there that day, and they're like, "Hey," he goes, "Hey man, I'm putting Yakov up before you." And I'm like, "Oh,
Oh, man, I got to follow Yakov Smirnoff.
This could go a lot of different ways." I mean, at that point, nothing I could do, but I was like, "Is this a good thing?" It turned out he was great. It turned out to be great, but
You
it was
wanna
a little
follow
intimidating.
Yakov?
Yeah. Yes, to shoot my thing.
So the same-
after one of the biggest of all time.
Same audience. So for his special and yours, it's the same audience?
Because it's all 15-minute clips.
Wow,
so
how
we
cool
did.
is that?
There were what, 5 of us, I guess, per night that ran through, and it was
Wow.
like Yakov to me. Very different stylings.
That could go a number of ways.
So last minute, I got to cut all my Russian material. Which
Yeah.
you guys didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, it's
You worked
kind of
hard on that.
It's kind of who I am.
I love
In
this
Kirkwood, car drives you.
What a county.
Oh, damn it, got all this Kirkwood stuff. Cut off.
No, it's awesome. We got hooked up with Nate Bargatze.
Yeah.
Did he have any input? Has he seen it?
No, I believe that he's seen it, and he's like sharing clips and all that stuff. But I mean, he, helps curate who's going to go do the thing. But they're really cool about, they kind of get the people they want and let you do whatever, which is a little bit like, you kind of wish they give you a little bit of guidance sometimes. Like, you got a whole lot of material to cram into that much time. And then I end it with music. I play guitar, and the drummer comes up, which was, kind of a big ask. And I was like, somebody should tell me if I shouldn't do this. But I did it, and it turned out great.
Yeah, so you got some music on there, a couple songs. You could now stream the track, Chiropractor.
Chiropractor is the song, yeah.
Were you the last one to go?
No, I was kind of right in the middle.
Because I think music would be hard to follow, too.
Totally. I was surprised, and I was fully prepared.
So
I was
whoever went
like,
after you was like, oh, I got to follow Yakov and a music act?
Yeah.
even like technically, I was fully prepared to go at the end because it's just easier to drive. I have a drummer and the amp and everything, but they threw me in the middle, and everyone was really cool about it.
Well, we're very proud of you.
Thanks, buddy.
That's amazing. Where
I'm
can
pumped
people
for you,
find
man.
it?
It's super easy. If you just go to YouTube, type in Tim Convey and Nateland, you'll find it, or it's at timconveystuff.com. And then, clips all over social, so follow me on there, just at Tim Convey, and watch it, comment,
Go
share
watch
it with
the
people.
special on YouTube. The views matter. Go
The views
there.
matter. Comment if you can.
I'll say it for you. Go watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
The views matter.
Yeah.
And
it's
just,
like 14 minutes.
Tim is Moon's partner with the punk rock Disney stuff, so you could see Tim also.
Punk Rock Christmas, December
Christmas coming up?
13th. Yep, tickets are on sale now.
We're in the busy season.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I got Ludo too. It's
That's Halloween.
too much.
Yeah, man. This is the season.
But most importantly, watch that YouTube special.
Watch the YouTube special.
Congrats on that, dude.
Thanks,
That's
buddy.
amazing.
I'm hyped for you. I'm proud of you, man.
I
That's a cool
appreciate
thing.
it. I
Moon,
appreciate you guys.
some sports headlines real quick. What do we got?
Oh, well, okay. Well, sports is brought to you by
Tim Convey special.
your TikTok. Sports presented by DraftKings at Casino Queen. Play, stay, and dime. Visit DraftKings at CasinoQueen.com for special promotions. It's all about Seattle. The Mariners clinched their first AL West title in 24 freaking years,
Tim's a huge Mariners fan.
marking a major franchise milestone. They are seizing the opportunity. And speaking of Seattle, they did escape with a walk-off field goal to beat the Cardinals yesterday in chaotic fashion. The game ended in very dramatic fashion with Seattle avoiding disaster because they were up when you left the bar 17-3.
I know. Well, and we all had the Seahawks last night except for one guy.
Except for me. But that's
That's
okay.
fine.
Kerry Davis on the fast lane also had the Cardinals, so we are
It's a wash.
tied up for now. Also, the your fantasy injury report, Jaden Daniels, his roster status is still uncertain. He may be limited. He may be starting. We don't know. He was practicing a little bit on Thursday. And Terry McLaurin, his status is also still up in the air. Uncertain availability for tomorrow. So fantasy managers, beware.
Make note.
I'm Moon, and that's your sports, because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
Make sure you watch Tim's comedy special
Thank
on
you,
YouTube.
guys.
Look, we're watching it now.
We're watching that.
Oh,
That's
that's
one.
me.
There's a view.
One stream.
Oh, boy.
One stream.
You went with that jacket? Interesting choice.
I got to retire
Yeah,
that jacket.
yeah, I would have done something else, but that's all right. It doesn't take away from the comedy.
Not
All right,
what
one
I
final
would've
break.
done.
We'll come back, wrap her up. The Haunted Soulz guys, make sure you check out their website, hauntedsoulz.com. They got a couple slots left for their Missouri State Penitentiary investigation tomorrow night. Also, make sure you watch our buddy Tim Convey's special on YouTube.
Yeah.
I missed anything on the show? You got the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Also, the podcast brought to you by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers, and that's titled.
Well, listen, Tim Convey and Haunted Soulz are going to be so proud. They're going to be telling everybody and their family and friends that I was on the freaking Rizzuto Show today, and they're going to say, "Oh yeah, how do I hear it?" And they're going to say, "Well, just go to the podcast entitled The Foreskin Foundation of Greater St. Louis,
Nice.
and you'll find it."
Nice. All right, Moon, what else?
Oh man, I don't know. I'm just having a good time.
Oh, great. Have a great weekend in Vegas.
I hope. Thank you. And you know what? You guys have a great weekend. There's St. Charles Oktoberfest, 1,000 other things going on, and it's going to be absolutely
Great
pristine fall St. Louis weather. I hope you guys enjoy it. Get outside.
A-OK weather.
Scott.
Tomorrow night, 9 p.m., White Castle down in Fenton. Me and the band The Hives, plus Donnie Fandango, giving away all kinds of goodies. Come hang out. And I'm thrilled to say I've added a few more friends to my ongoing search to become the first guy to have over 1 million friends on Venmo, and it's only $1. You can follow King Scott Rules at Venmo right there.
All right.
Great.
Rafe.
Comedy Flyover Festival is the second week in November. Go to flyoverfest.com to get wristbands or tickets. You can get a wristband that'll get you into all the shows. It's going to be, we got Aziz Ansari, Kyle Kinane, Beth Stelling, we've got 150 comics over 4 days. It's going to be awesome. And if you're in the KC area and you're a Riz Show fan, I will be headlining a show October 24th at the Fountain City Comedy Festival. Go to fountaincitycomedyfest.com to get tickets to that. Bye.
All right.
Nice.
All right, everybody, have a great weekend. We leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill from Maplewood, Patrick Kennedy. Yeah. And Patrick wants to hear this song. Here it is. Have a great weekend. See you Monday. Bye.
Energy up.